I pressed the
Push
button.
the button.
I pressed the button. Okay, cancel.
The data has been used.
Okay, so sorry, with a little bit of retard, we are going to start the game already.
We are retarded.
Oh boy, and demonetized.
Yep. So, you are currently in a nameless speakeasy of some kind. To coin a phrase, thieves' guild, perhaps, underneath the city of Carnival, where you were let in through by the help of a dwarf gentleman in a non-bespoke little shop, or a smithy, shall we say, more of a tinkerer's shop. Pass through strange, roughly cut passageways down into the earth, led around the block a little bit by little signs, and one of you remembered that there might be signs on these walls, and didn't bring you into embarrassment, because that would have been funny. But no, you found the correct entry path. You were led in by a Cyclops-looking dude, and there a number of rogues and other classes were apparent. And there you were given a seat and given a table, and were greeted by a crimson red tiefling with large curved horns and pupilless eyes with a large smile, who introduced himself as Soot. Now, those of you who do have functioning synapses at this time, where exactly did we leave off with that conversation?
All I have in my notes is they introduced themselves and told us that we passed the first test, it being the door, but that is not much. And then they said, let's talk, and that's where we...
You said that the other one was a drunkard, a fat,
Yes.
lazy drunkard, and that we shouldn't talk to him. So
that
that's
they're
about
the one
it.
to talk to, and not the other fat drunk guy, which we assume is Blaze something.
Yes. So, first of all, because of course these are the thievish kinds, the criminal kinds, and they play on words and make silly little jokes now and again. And I want to say that this was intended. This isn't a fuck up of mine, even though it might look like one. So I'd like you to, dear Cassius, to roll for, I would say, you can do history or investigation, your choice, but intelligence-based nevertheless.
Doesn't matter either way, so I guess I'll do investigation.
Okay. So, okay, 14. You would queue on things like these because they happen in this world, let's say, of yours. I will say that you caught something. The leader of this, the leader of the Ember Veins is a fire genasi by the name of Malachi the Blaze, right? The blaze that, because you spent some time in the city, you probably heard a few things, and I'll allow you to know this. The drunkard that Sud is referring to is called Blaze, not the Blaze.
Oh.
This is Sarno Grelt, who is a human, but he is called Blaze and not the Blaze. And it is a little bit of a, let's say, an intelligence check within, like, are you talking about Blaze or the Blaze kind of thing, right? I will also say that you've clocked the two people in the bar that you recognize, and you're just taking a look at them, see if they recognize you or if they're looking at you. You see two people you know. One is a half-orc, a one-handed, like he has his arm bound a half-orc, and you remember him by the name of Dargon, or Dargon Lackwit. And the last thing you remember is that he was a fixer in Olosso, and he got exiled. And you might have had something to do with that. Then there is a woman, looks like a half-elf, who has... Last time you saw her, she didn't have this, but she has some very serious burn marks on her face now, and has basically half-shaved her head because of it. This is... you really only know her by one name, and that was Margle. You have no idea about the rest of her name. However, she was a mage that worked for various thieves guilds, and you've seen her pop up now and again. And she was like a main identifier, like we found something, is this dangerous kind of thing. She knows more things, but usually that's really only what you know she was capable of. And the last time you saw her was in Pardur, which is right to the east of Olosso. You will see, I will put a horse near it, there you go. Which is not really a city, more like a large tent camp that for the hordes of orcs and hobgoblins and stuff that range around the lower Kalquar wastes. It is like a final point of rest before the wastes start, and they would raid, and you probably visited once or twice to sell some more dangerous items. And now I will see.
Last I saw her, she did not have a half burnt off face.
No.
Yeah, okay.
And right now, none of them seem to notice you. Or at least you see the half-orc just stare at you for a moment and then go back down. There, again, so we have Soot, who stands there still in this brief moment of time where you clock everything. You've been given drinks. He grabs one of the chairs, and how else does the Riker maneuver on it as he sits down? Puts his hands on the table. Looks at each of you. So, you're looking for work. Strange town to be in. Tell me something about yourselves. What kind of skills can I expect?
Is he talking to everyone, or?
He's talking to everyone and then ending on you. And just waiting for you to initiate.
I mean, you should already have a very good idea of what my skill set consists of.
I do and I don't. You see, no disrespect to any present company, but speaking of fires that burn brightly, an apt description, I think. You know, one moment everyone's pissing their pants, and the next, strange rumors start spreading. You know, so.
How do I put this? To keep in your fire analogy, when something is on fire, the fire can die down, but as soon as you give the fire some fuel, it goes right back to where it was. That.
Yeah, if not too many people have pissed and shat in it.
Yeah.
I can assure you that has not happened.
Make a persuasion check. We're not talking about piss and shit, but
No, yes.
there is something else.
I'll
right?
throw in my D8 for my psychic. Not that one, but
Yeah. Okay.
No, can I give guidance or?
I will note in this conversation where it is relevant, guidance is you uttering words of encouragement in a spell that would be clocked, especially by these people. So if you want to do that, no problem. Right.
an 11.
Well,
It can roll the die before or after making. Okay, never mind.
yeah, but it is not a purely somatic. It is also a verbal. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm happy to see you here. You know, feels like we're making waves in the world. You know, for you to have graced us here. But I'm more talking about your friends here. What have you gathered up? There's a interesting lot here. They smell a little green, eh? And he points at, he like leans into Dario a little bit.
Yeah, they're. How
Of
do I
course
put
I'm
this?
green. I live in nature.
You can hear a couple of laughs through the. Everybody's listening now. Everybody's looking at you guys now that you're having this
Okay.
conversation.
I know I don't look like a thief, and you're right.
Oh, hey, oh.
I don't really have a lot of
What
jobs
do
in
you
life.
mean? What do you mean? What are you accusing us of something, eh? Come on,
What?
lads. We're just. Come on. We're just fellas hanging out. It's a difficult city out there, mate. You know, we're just trying to get by. That's all.
Cities are always difficult for me because I don't really like them.
Cinder,
Mm,
are there doors around or?
doors, yes. There are quite a few a few of the pathways here that lead to this place. It's like a central point almost.
To distract from Dario, I try to let the door fly open that we just came in through.
Okay. So you wave your hand, and the door that you came through,
Yes,
you can see
sleight of
the
hand. I tried
you
to do it sleight of hand. So
right. So case in point again, because this is important for an RP thing. Thaumaturgy, is it?
mhm.
Thaumaturgy is only vocal. So what do you yell?
Yell or say.
Yeah, you do yell
Let's
something
not-
for the thaumaturgy.
I got into the conversation and I say, let's not kick open doors.
Okay. You see the Cyclops sitting near the door on a little stool that is impressively holding his weight, but it's far too small for him. And he's just sitting there, leaning against, almost nodding to sleep, and then the door clatters because it is bolted and, of course, locked. And hello, yeah, and he opens the slide. Hey, are you a halfling or a gnome? I can't see you. While that is going on, the tiefling just looks at you, Boris, and that's not all that impressive, son, but I like your moxie. And he'll flick his fingers and just say, rise! And a lot of the lamps and flames here just start burning a little brighter and then die down again. Ooh.
I answer with, we're just not here to rock the foundations of the building, and I cause a slight tremor for a minute.
Oh, wait. Could you not do that? Could you not? I'm sorry. I'm serious. Could you stop? We're underground here. There's a reason why there's not a mine. All right.
I pick up a cup from the table and I cast light. Then let's just shed some light on the situation.
All right, you made your point.
Oh God!
I can. Oh Christ! All right, so Well, you're clearly a man of the cloth. All right, could you right in that? It's always dark in here. Could you
I
not?
take a rag and I throw it over.
Thank
You could
you.
have
I
done
mean,
it yourself.
we've got a bit of a thing going here, right? But I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar because I'm guessing as to what your path to life in life is. If you could enlighten me, no pun intended.
The path of the light, of course, from the god Helios himself.
Alias, really?
Helios, yes.
Alias.
Helios.
Right. So, interesting. Because why would you? Right? I mean, Pella's right there. He's a lot more prominent. I never got that. I never got religion, really. But I didn't really think that was still a thing. All right. That's interesting. Give
I
you any
come from
perks?
across the one that you saw just now.
Not much then. But all right. So that's and what's your name, sir?
Boris.
Right. And who's up next then?
I'm Gord, and I'm just here. If there's fighting to be had, I'm there.
Might be.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's when I come in.
Yeah. You just take some little moment. All right, simple dwarf, are you?
Yep, nothing special.
Not touch the drink.
I drank before I came here. Had a nice meal.
A dwarf who's had enough, lads. Write it down on the board. We've got a rare one here. All right, good. Pleasure to meet you. And I believe you. Strange little marking you got here. Isn't that her?
An old wound. Nothing to be worried about.
All right. So we've had everyone. Interesting. So I do have a couple of jobs. Stay in the.
No.
Doesn't
Yes,
know.
I know he's
He
forgotten
doesn't
all it, and I'm
care.
super happy about it, so I'm not gonna interrupt him.
I know. This is.
I will cast message, but I will do it with this subtle spell,
Okay.
so it won't use thematic and verbal components. And he was in his head. He will just hear. My IQ is probably higher than the combined IQ of this room.
Even better than
And I just keep sipping my tea.
Cassius feels the sudden urge to facepalm, but he doesn't know why.
You see the so he's starting about the job. So we've got this. He turns to Nolan, and for you, all of this is pure silence. And he just turns to Nolan and says, "That's not really possible, is it? If you include yourself in the count."
Oh,
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about it.
bomb.
Listen, I know you lot. All right, I know what you're on about. I know you're unstable and half crazed mad half of the time, especially when they get to your age. So I don't know why you're slumming with these fellas. And honestly, I don't want to know. I'm sure you've got your uses. Let's leave it at that.
Well, the thing is, they have a very unique set of skills that makes them ideally suited for the job and opportunity that I'm here to offer you.
Oh, so that. All right.
It is.
So what does he
Well-
do? Apart from scaring little children.
Well, it's a little bit of a 50-50. You see, half of the time, he does exactly what he just did, which is ramble and make a fool of himself.
I didn't
But
say
the other half of the time, he shoots lightning rods out of his ass and vaporizes hundreds of enemies at the same
Yeah.
time. And then maybe, possibly, he glances into cracks of the fabric of space-time and sees things not meant to see by mortal.
See, that's why I get nervous. But
I know.
as quick as this little ball of arcane fury can get out of here, then by all means.
I understand. My current strategy is to just point them at the bad guys and then get out of the way, and it has worked flawlessly so far. Except for
Sound strategy, sound
the
strategy.
incident, but we don't talk about that.
I
Oh,
go over to Dario and I whisper, except when he gets mind controlled.
Or he's sleeping.
Yes.
Not really helping my case here, guys.
I am
We're
going
being
to roll
quiet.
perception. Yeah, he just you see his ear twitch as he listens into that whisper. Right.
Well,
So
I'm sure you're aware, or at least I hope you're aware, that strange things are afoot in the city of yours. You've had some weird things happening with the library, but you've also got some kind of undead plague spreading and manifesting here through the city.
I mean, strange things happen to Carnival every single time. Last time it was, sightings of an undead horde. Thankfully, we missed most of that. Then it was the fucking gnolls. Then it was some rains from Pada. I mean, you'd crawl under the ground for less, right?
Yep.
Graag divine sense in deze ruimte.
Okay. Celestial Fiend or Undead?
Mhm.
Well, well, you do get a fiendish sense from the tiefling, or a very mild one, and a ping of undeath from yourselves.
Oh, yourself or
Elves.
yourselves? Singular
What?
or multiple?
What?
So, other than that, really, within 60 feet, nothing really stands out. No.
Good to know. Good to know.
So Gord became a warlock and has a split personality now. Okay, good to know.
It's late. So, anyway,
Do I still have all my belongings?
you can check.
You've been pickpocketed by 3 different people since.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
If you want, you
Completely
can roll an investigation.
Oeh, +8. Nice.
Your coin purse might be a little lower.
Oh, fuck.
So how much did I steal from Nolan exactly? Just
Right now, if you're rifling through, now it's set as gold, so I don't know if it's gold or platinum, but you're missing 100 gold.
So how many brings can we buy for 100 gold? Apparently, someone already took 100 coins.
That's odd.
There's some people with loose fingers here.
Perish the thought.
yeah, that would be very disturbing for this fine establishment.
Yes.
So as I was
After being made aware by Nolan, can I perception check anything that's trying to move in on our...
Make a perception roll.
Poof.
Yeah, looks fine.
I whisper into my cloak. Calendula, watch my gold. It's your food as well.
oh, that's clever.
Linda laat dat niet opgeven.
Oh.
I mean, we forgot to feed him. Right, so we're
Okay. So nobody seems to notice you doing that. I will say, I will say nothing actually. So I will respond to what was said before.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's I won't lie, say it doesn't disturb us. What's going around? I mean, we've heard the stories from Omotil,
Yep.
but as far as we can see, we don't really. Well, I've had some folks take a look, make sure we're all right. They don't seem to say it's the same thing, or at least lead into the same thing. So we're still caught up in our own business for now.
Fair enough. See, the thing is, you did mention Omotil. We know about Omotil, you know about Omotil, and the people in charge here are also very aware of what happened in Omotil. And they're very nervous and very scared about that happening here. Because
Obviously.
of some undead shenanigans happening here. I have lost connection to the game, by the way.
No!
And I will be needing to reload, but whatever. You see, the thing is, when a crisis like that occurs, you have an opportunity here. So here's what I'm thinking. You have local knowledge. I have a team of people uniquely suited to deal with any kind of undead menace, and I kind of gesture at the man of the cloth here that was earlier established as being a holy man. We would absolutely be able to uncover what's going on here and stop it, should we so choose to do so. So what I'm thinking is we figure out what's going on here, because what's going on here, I know for a fact that it's also happening in that other city that I came from, that I can't remember right now.
Also.
No, the one,
Huh?
the one that was here, the one that was in the pentagram somewhere.
Oh.
But I can't see it because I forgot my password.
It's Aurelian?
I need to.
Or Astronel or Granfid
Meat.
Yeah, one of those 5 cities.
Yeah. One
I
of the
think I
Nodum
know.
Valley.
Yes, okay, I should be able to access everything. One of the Nodum Valley, whatever. It's happening over there as well, which is why I came here, because this agreement would be mutually beneficial for both of us. Because you see, should we happen to investigate and figure out how to stop this, we have options. You could go to whoever's theoretically in name running this town, even though we both know it's you guys for some degree, and offer them a solution. They'd be very eager to accept your solution and would be willing to pay a hefty price. And if they don't agree, then what, you could always just solve the problem very publicly and then become the saviors of an entire town who would again gain a lot of influence here. So what I'm proposing is we work together to figure out what the problem is. Then once we have a solution, you decide how you want to play it here. And then I can take my team and go back to my city, knowing the solution because we found it here, and then do the same in my city. And we both get either a lot of riches and influence, or however you want to distribute that kind of reward of riches and influence is up to you.
All right. Say less. There's a couple of bosses above the bosses. Yeah. If we were to claim to be the saviors of mankind, there's a couple of people who's not going to like it. So, regardless of what happens, I'm going to talk to them, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind, and fucking hell, Blaze wouldn't mind either. But make a persuasion roll.
persuasion, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna throw another silent die into that. Another
13.
13. I'm
Alright.
not doing too well on those.
But I'm not gonna lie. I think if you're a crack team, you can take a stab at it. There are a few spots where we think it came from. There's a place we call well, it's the brownstones. It's started off as one of the oldest excavations or mining projects that got started around here, but then quickly we realized, well, the people there realized that things were very unstable there. That's why I stopped your little friend here, because this is already not solid ground. A lot of little streams and rivers, a lot of water coming through, right, carving its way. And well, something you always need to be careful about is the possibility that some of those tunnels lead all the way down, if you know what I mean. So there's a couple of spots where things got sealed up, you see. Might be that well, people have been complaining about some noxic fumes of some gas or something. You know, sometimes happens in mining town. Somebody hits a pocket or something and everybody's got to do a runner. But in this case, it was more pervasive. And lasts too long to be natural. You know what I'm saying? So, if your lot want to be very careful and quiet about things, and he again stares at Nolan for a bit. Very gentle. I could point you in the direction of where we think one of the points is that might have some fuckery going on.
Do
So-
you have any more information about the gas you just mentioned? The fumes?
That's not good, is it? People start coughing and don't stop. And I think,
Color, smell?
fucking no, mate, it's smell. Well, smells like fucking rot. Like you've put up like a pile of refuse after like a good day in the sun. Think along that. I mean,
As a dwarf, would that spark a thought, or
go for, yeah, sure. I'll say it's not really stone cutting, but I'll allow you advantage on a nature check.
nature in the results?
I'm trying to find out if it's there somehow, or knowledge or something I've learned.
15.
Hey,
So yeah,
insight check to see if he's lying or not.
sure, go for an insight.
Same as well. That.
Okay.
Because I don't know if he's buying my whole bullshit story.
Okay,
Okay.
don't need to do that, I guess.
I need to fucking check your stat real quick.
I'm gonna grab a pancake.
You bastard.
Hope he's
They do
calm.
serve pancakes.
It's for Monday.
Really? Okay.
I do think he really went to grab a pancake. Yeah.
Yep, he actually
Went to
did.
grab a
Yeah.
pancake.
There is a pancake.
That is for nice
We have
sight.
confirmation.
How the fuck? Fucking sandbox.
Er zijn er nog een Robin echt moet hebben.
Smits even open.
I
Zodat
don't,
komen halen.
He goes, "I'll be right back. I'll go even for back." En springt hij in zijn lotto.
26, hè?
20 minuutjes rijden.
I turn to Gord and I just tell him silently, but not whispering. I'm missing 100 gold. I'm getting anxious. I can already see my hands are shaking. I can already feel the arcana improving in my body. Some things might happen. I really need the 100 coins back. Oh, I didn't 100 coins back.
You, Nolan, can make deception or persuasion, depending on how serious you are. And I will say, Cassius, that we'll start with Gord's 15, though, because we're going to do this in order.
In order, yep.
Nature check. Yes, of course, there are gases, natural gases and everything, and sometimes when the dwarves dig too deep, you might encounter pockets of
Mithril.
mycelium, well, also an M. So mushrooms, like under dark growths, that can produce an amount of spores and everything that can do nasty things to you, even just leading straight to death. However, that is usually localized within the mine itself. And the way it's been described here, it feels like even that it's coming and it keeps coming. Like it's spreading unnaturally so. So either something is enhancing it, or this is something else entirely.
Okay.
Then, yes, 26. So I had to look up. I rolled a 17. And he has a...
Proficient in deception, probably.
he is got a +8. So that is a 25 on his end. So you beat him by 1. This is not mind control, however, or mind reading.
I'm just
So what
trying to see if he's holding something back or not.
Yeah, and that is very much the case.
Yeah.
So he's the things he's talking about, the gas and everything, and the location he was talking about seems to be correct. But you can see, and this is only because you are a fucking god at reading people. All right. So this is you being around this kind of person your entire fucking life. And you see this microscopic hesitation where he's going through a list of things he should tell you. And you can tell, like, there's like a mental skip. Like,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the faintest hint you fucking get of 1 fucking point of a 17 + 8, you piece of shit. So, okay.
I could have added a D8 if you really wanted to.
I mean, yeah, use them up. So you can see, like, and he is very fucking studied. He's good at this.
He's
okay,
good at this,
and
but
yeah.
I'm better.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
It's
Then
not me being
Nolan,
cocky, it's the character.
he just looks at you and just whispers between his teeth, goes, "Don't make a fucking scene, all right?" And then
Out of
turns back.
curiosity, how high is the room that we are in?
How high?
Yes.
How low?
How much clearance is there between the floor
Okay.
and the ceiling?
Not much. Like the Cyclops dude is like 6, 7 or something, and he's already like a little hunched, so
Yeah,
it's a
okay,
low
so
floor.
no-
Yeah.
Not 30 feet for a hypothetical doomsday device I might want to pull out.
Okay.
Would be interesting, especially when he wasn't lying about the
He
instability. of the
specifically
place.
mentioned this whole thing being unstable. I'm well
Yeah.
aware. That is
Good.
filed away in my notes of things that could be relevant.
I'm not going to make a scene, but I came here with 100 gold more than I now have. So it's very strange, don't you think?
And if me and your friends here gonna keep talking, then maybe You'll leave with a lot more than that.
Okay, no, Nolan. I'm gonna just ignore him and speak to Nolan and like fake this and try and make it as convincing as possible. Nolan, I really need you to stay calm here. Okay, he said things were unstable here. If you go off here, this is bad for us. And I know you don't want to be buried under a bunch of dirt. And I'm gonna mentally tell Nolan, just go along with this.
Okay, I will. But I can swim through Earth, right? So
Yes, but we can't.
okay.
So just, and I'm gonna then look at Soot and go, it really would be best and easiest and safest for you, me, and everyone in here if you just return us gold.
Okay.
You did hear me when I said the whole 50% loose cannon thing, right? You did get that.
So, I'll let you choose between deception and persuasion here, because how much of this are you actually worried about in real
I
life?
am, honestly, I feel like, given what I know of Nolan, I am legitimately worried about
That's
this.
so clear. Totally incorrect picture of Nolan.
Okay.
This is persuasion for me. I am legitimately.
So-
Oh,
Fuck!
Minen doesn't care.
Was meant to be.
You okay, there's a few things. I need okay, so passive insights on both Boris and Cassius. The moment Nolan says, I can glide through Earth, right? Both of Soot's eyebrows go up. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay.
Also,
Do you need my passive insight?
I checked your passive insight.
Oh, okay.
So that is what you get from that, because the dude is normally very studied, but he has advantage on this shit, and he rolled a 3, so I had to, that's an 11.
He did not see this coming.
No.
Ziek ook.
Zit hij dat ook?
Map.
Heb jij ook passive
Map.
insight?
Ja,
Ja.
ik ben proficient. Ja.
Oké, dan zit hij dat ook.
Ik heb ook passive insight van 19.
Hij werkt daarmee Boris en Cassius, I said.
Ja.
Dus Jelle klokt dat alle 3. What then? Nolan, you get hit in the face by a satchel of gold coins. And you see and let's make this interesting.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, no, the damage, there's no damage, but it hits you in the neck. It's pretty heavy, it hurts. And you open it, you wanna count?
No, I'll say a round for everyone.
Okay. What you saw, by the way,
Yeah, can I see who tossed it?
yeah, you saw a not specific on. Would you know?
I have a plus 11 on perception.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, okay, you probably think that was a Githzerai. Like there is a Gith in one of the booths who was talking, and with his, you can tell he didn't lift a finger. He did it with his psionic mage hand. He lifted from Nolan's pocket. So for those of you who have played Baldur's Gate, yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, the Githzerai are a little bit more apt to that. So
Yeah. I'm gonna telepathically tell him you should probably refrain from stealing from members of my party in the future.
you get telepathically back.
Because he is silent.
Yeah. Remains to be seen.
It will be your remains who will be seen.
Ooh.
Make intimidation roll.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I have -1 on these.
Yep.
Nee, dat is advantages en dan dingen.
13, alright.
Ook de proficient. Okay.
Yes.
You hear a little stutter in the mind. It's fine, we'll just pass it through anyway. And then you hear a round for everyone. And it is met with absolute silence.
No, no, what? No, what?
And you see the barkeep go, all right, whatever you have, that's what you're getting. And yeah, so you hear a lot of clanking, and the Cyclops is also helping out, which I can't remember if I gave him a name or not. But somebody tell me. Starts singing, and there's a lot of people who just at this point stand up and just leave. Like they just, yeah, no, we're good for this round. We're just gonna. So, but the bartender will take 10 gold from you,
Right.
which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
100 gold gestolen.
Ja.
En wordt gewoon blind beroofd door de barkeep.
Ja, dus je mag 90 terug bij je totaal doen.
You sell some expensive beers here.
Oh no, they're quite cheap.
Wait, huh?
Oh, there's really not a match, is it? Okay, so where the fuck were we? With that, yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to, I can show you the way to one of the places where we think all this happened, but let's face it, even if I pay it really well, half of this lot wouldn't even take a gander. Well, I wouldn't blame him.
I think that seems agreeable enough. And then I'll telepathically tell him, but if what you're holding back complicates things, you better hope I don't come back.
Make another intimidation roll.
I don't know why I keep doing it.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Great. Man, you're a Cassius the Breaker. Come on.
Yeah.
I know, but like,
Freddy the horse thief, come on.
I'm
No.
Freddy the horse thief right now.
Your numbers are going down.
He just narrows his eyes a little bit. Remember, you came to me.
I did indeed, which is why I'm letting you get away with it. And then I'll expectantly look at him to tell us whatever else he needs to tell us detail-wise.
He
I
just
assume-
smiles,
I assume I pick up on the tension.
and yeah, you definitely do. There's a
So
moment
I-
of silence.
I step in, I put my hand on Cassius' shoulder, I look to Soot and I say, how about we just get the show on the road instead of this posturing that's leading nowhere?
I slide away when he puts his hand on my shoulder. I just told you I don't like it when people touch me, dude.
I'm a touchy
Ah.
person!
Wonderful. I will say one thing. You're not the first client on this mission.
Not entirely unexpected.
That's why. And you gotta respect my position here a little.
What happened with the first client?
I'm sorry. I'm bound by professional principles. But enough about this, you know. I feel. Hey lads, we're not giving these people enough credit, right? Because, as we've heard, the scourge of the library has been solved. Now, I'm actually a little curious because, I mean, a couple of the fellas have tried to steal whatever was in there. Didn't really work out for them, you know? They're fine, just a little thinner. But, really, one fellow professional to another. I did hear you guys took something from that library.
A book.
You would try and steal books from a library? The audacity.
That's
I
how I
took-
started, mate.
We took the book for safekeepings. That's what we
Suck
got
the
from
book,
the
Nicky, is
library.
what they called me. All the way in Calcorset. But, you know, in those days, I didn't do it for money. I usually just burned them to keep warm in winter.
And it shows.
I'll try to hold Nolan back from starting a fight.
So we took the book, but you mentioned that you have some fellows around here who were skinnier after the visit to the library. Is there any chance I can take a look at them and see if I can help them?
Oh, he's cute, ain't he? Don't worry, mate. They took good care of him. Just a little, you know, need to eat their fruits and veggies for a while, that's all.
I assume I know they just got their throats slit, but
That is for Boris to imply.
of inside check dat ik weet van.
Sure, go for an inside check.
I'm gonna telepathically tell
Wait.
Boris in the meantime, you completely ruined that one-liner snappy reply I had set up here. I was gonna say, well, how do you put it? Gotta have some professional secrets, right? And then you went, oh, we took the book.
So
Oh,
about
it
this book, what do you think the street value is? Inside check, by the way. Yeah, they probably went against orders. So
Street value, it's a soggy book filled with blood. That's about it.
And I do believe that's all we're gonna say. You know, gotta have some professional secrets, isn't it?
Indeed. We took the book, that's about it.
well, if you ever need a way to offload it, there's a bit of a myth surrounding it, you know. Hidden secrets, hidden knowledge, people babbling on about that they saw something. But
We will have our people contact your people and we will.
Well, keep it in mind, but I'm not sure we should be sending a book to a guy who just admitted he mainly burns them.
Don't
But, yeah.
worry, Cassius.
Fair
People
enough.
Who don't.
Then again,
On to business.
if you could pay whatever we want for it at the time, then you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
yeah, sure, 5 coppers.
The drinks here are more expensive than the book. Okay.
So when he says 5,
are more expensive than books, though.
when he says 5 coppers, you actually know that that's saying I probably already have a buyer. Like, so. All right, enough being chummy.
That hurts.
So what do you guys say? Whenever you want, I'll get one of the lads to show you. Doesn't need to be today, doesn't need to be tomorrow, but who knows, maybe tomorrow we're all going to be looking for brains, eh? I know where to stop first, eh?
Well, there's a lot of people that need a brain here.
Come on, let's get this over with before things
I say
escalate.
yes.
I was
I've
gonna
had-
ask, like, how we came in here at night, right? Or like towards the evening? Did we not?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Yes, because in the evening it was most crowded. Yes,
uh,
we were there
yeah.
after the our day of labor.
yes. So do we wanna? Do we wanna
I'm
do
not
this
tired.
tonight? Yeah. Do we wanna do this? Do this now, or do we wanna do this in the
Well,
morning?
I don't need to prep. Am I right?
No.
I'm ready. I mean,
You-
The
it's dark.
sooner I'm
we're-
out of here, the better.
I guess we're going underground again. It's dark anyway.
Everyone get
Um,
together?
Maybe we can stop and buy a bird somewhere for, in the
Gas
mines we use
detecting
birds
purposes,
for,
yeah.
for the gas. I'm not sure if we can find it, but it's a mining town, so I would think we could find a bird in a cage somewhere.
If you want a bird,
Yes.
depends on-
Do you want to turn into a bird and see if
And
you
then
suffocate
promptly
first.
die.
Dario dies, we're in trouble. Okay, that's a good.
No,
good-
I won't
good
die.
plan.
I will. My bird
Summon a
form
bird.
will remove.
Oh.
I think if you suffocate, you do just die.
If the druid dies, we have to get out.
Okay, maybe not the best approach.
Wie is het grootste van onze party?
Can't we use a halfling or something, or someone else like in front of us?
No, we want something tall, someone above us. So we want a bird on a stick or something.
No, I mean a small. He has small lungs, so he probably fall dead, and then we can go back
I mean,
instead of a bird.
Most gases rise, and these escape the vent. So I think they would be in the ceiling. So whoever is tall would die first,
Oh,
and the halfling would die last, or a dwarf.
I don't think that's a. What are we doing?
Or if we find a giraffe or something, that might also work.
Call
A
it
giraffe
canary.
in a mining shaft.
where is the nearest zoo?
Ooh, maybe we can bring the
I would
cyclops.
have to assume we can find a
Yeah.
bird somewhere.
You can see Soot just massaging his temples like,
It looks cruel.
you want a fucking canary, it's a fucking mining town, alright?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we can find one.
don't overthink this.
All right.
Don't worry, one shall be provided for you.
Fair enough.
Blijven niet zo'n erect.
No,
I guess,
no,
I guess we're heading out.
Please get out of here
We have to
because
prepare.
Here I
That's
am
good.
going on about my elite team with unique specials.
Yep.
Yeah, bunch of
very
idiots.
unique in a special way.
Lord, I will take out my book of birds and see which bird is the best bird to use in mines.
I have a silent monologue with Helios in my head. Helios, did I ruin my future by joining this
What did I do
band
to
of
deserve this?
this band of special persons?
Make a crisis of faith roll, Boris.
Religion, I guess. But... 3. Oei, oei, oei.
Helios knows it's not helping.
Helios has
Right.
abandoned you.
But yeah, so all right. So if you guys come in the morning, no problem at all. There is further down the street from the shop you entered, there is a little shrine to the Laughing God. So behind that is a sewer grate. Now, that's me, not him.
That's you.
There's a sewer grate, but hasn't been used in a while. Don't worry, you won't soil your pretty robes. No, well, actually pretty. Look rather filthy, mate. But you can go down there. That's why we're waiting, right?
Have I ever heard of the Laughing God?
Make a religion roll.
The name.
Yeah. Mostly native to Astara Den, so more of a jungle. That's the jungle continent to the south. Default standard fantasy jungle land. And it is, yeah, a trickery god, a god of laughter that will reward its clerics based on the silliness. You actually have read about the story a few years ago of a mad cleric of the Laughing God who would go around and resurrect people at will. Like he would ask the Laughing God, but the ways that the revived person would arrive would also always be very humiliating in public, like putting them in a bathtub full of shit or something, and then suddenly they would come back to life and splatter into feces. Those kind of things. It's as long as it's funny, the god sometimes grants the cleric's wishes.
Interesting.
I was being oddly specific about that. Don't worry about it. So, might have happened. Might be someone at one point played cleric to that god. Anyway, good. So, and I will be waiting there for you, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
We are professionals. Luck is not something we need.
Let's head out before
Focus on the
someone says
50%
something.
where he does good stuff. Focus on it.
All right.
And then I guess we
Yeah,
just
let's go.
do we leave the same way we came in? Yeah.
No.
Right. No.
You are led, and I'll say, don't worry, you don't have to be scared for falling into a hole somewhere. They will lead you out to another door, and you come out of really straight into an alley. So it goes up, there's a couple of stairs, and it is like it's the back door of a house or something, but in fact it is just straight out to the street and opens up, and you're let out.
Good to know.
Oh, Cassius, that was tiresome. I don't understand how you guys communicate. I think I only picked up like maybe half of whatever was said. Feels like you say more not saying things than you say things.
It is definitely keeping track of 3 different conversations that are all happening at once, while also making sure you are not stabbed in the back or robbed.
Yeah.
Well, look at
I
Nola.
decide to not say anything because I would have flapped out a lot.
Not saying anything would have.
It's best to say nothing, Dario.
Yes, Bolan, indeed.
It is indeed.
Mhm.
All things considered, I suppose we did reasonably well, and that could have gone.
Oh boy.
Honestly, that could have gone
Yes.
a lot
Oh,
worse.
He's just not a
Yeah.
likable person. That's all.
I don't think any of the people inside there were likable
They're
persons.
not supposed to.
That's not. Yeah, that's the point.
I
If they were
mean,
likable persons, they wouldn't be down there.
who would burn books? I mean,
I think he's just fooling.
Out
with
of
you.
all the things he has done, I feel like that is probably one of the less worrisome things that man has done. But yeah,
Depends on the book, no?
I guess
No.
burning books is pretty
yeah,
bad.
but if it's something religious, I don't care.
Of course.
I'm not even gonna react to that while you are holding the scrolls of my god that you think are arcane scrolls.
That's something different. That's not religion. That's pure arcana.
That evening, Nolan. Hey guys, I made a fire.
From the viewer.
I mean, you are studying them, and they are the core of the religion of Helios. So,
That you.
if you ever feel the need to burn them, do tell me ahead so I can keep them safe.
I only burn wood. I don't burn paper.
Paper is a form of wood, but
What?
oh well. No need to tell you that as a scholar.
When you say you burn wood, that's like metaphorical, right? You haven't actually burnt down a wood.
A wood?
He would.
Woods.
I
a
would.
forest.
Don't tell me.
A snake
You
also
said, oh no,
fire.
I thought you said I burn woods, as in forests,
Woods. I could.
acres of
No.
land.
Woods, dat is Nederlands. Dat is een woud.
Yeah.
Would.
Yeah.
The woods.
Woods, a forest.
Woods.
The wood. The
Woods are
forest.
forests.
Wood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The
your
A
woods,
woods,
yeah.
a woods is also it's not just the woods. It
If
is
you're
a
burning
woods.
a single tree wood to keep a fire, that's fine. If you're burning woods multiple, that gets kind of problematic.
Dat
I
klinkt
would
echt zo
not
I
als
do
van-
would
that.
if I could.
Dat klinkt echt als van dat Limburgse Engels. Let's go to the wood, hè?
No.
Would you burn a wood?
Oh boy.
Woulda,
What
coulda,
if I
woulda.
could?
That's a
Please
weird word.
stop.
Okay.
Are we almost there yet?
Where are you going?
Fuck you.
Gingen we niet naar de Greats, waar we naartoe moesten?
Yes,
Werd
the
het al
statue
nog
of
tijd?
the
we're gonna do that
laughing god.
tomorrow.
Ah,
I
Why-
thought you
why-
guys were doing a rest still.
Why? We just had a long rest.
I spent a lot
Yeah,
of
I was
my
gonna
time
prep
like
spell
that,
slots and
intimidating
stuff,
people.
Oh, you need spell slots. Okay.
or maybe prep some other spells.
Then
I
yes,
have
then we need to sleep.
We can go in the morning. Yeah.
all the spells I need to give the GM another headache.
Bring it. So yeah.
Yeah. I guess
I,
we'll rest for the night then.
yeah, I don't have anything else I need
I
to.
don't have anything
or
else
need
to do.
Right. There's nothing on you guys' lists that you'd like
Actually,
to do
as
before.
we're walking to the inn, I'll try and pickpocket Nolan to see if he's learned his lesson about keeping track of his coin purse.
Sure thing. Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. Oh, that should be fine.
Yeah, with a 5. Nolan, your passive perception is not high enough
Lower.
for that. So, how much are you taking?
I'm taking his entire purse, and then as we get back to the inn, I'll hand it back to him, going, "You really should try and think about keeping this in a less conspicuous spot."
Up
Oh.
the
Oh,
bunghole.
is it? Are you giving this to me? Nice. That's almost double what I wait. Oh, when?
See, the fact that you don't know is part of the problem, really.
Then where should I? I'm going to think about this. Okay.
Yeah, use that
Thank
IQ
you.
that is bigger than all of the room that you were just in, or
Thank
whatever.
you.
Oh no, I don't know that. So
I guess. All right.
All right. So you
I'm
get back
going
to
to
the
my
inn.
bed.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you start a long rest?
Do we study on the scrolls or?
I'm going to
I'll do that.
take a few more hours to study. If you want to study the scrolls, Boris, we can do that. I have other things to study, but we can do that too. Many things to study, many things to study. Not enough time to do it.
I'm going
Alright.
to try and see how good I am at pickpocketing stuff. So I'm gonna, in a random moment, try and steal from Gord, Cassius, or Boris, and see how good I am.
All right.
Thinking the
Good.
same thing.
So, all right. So, what was going to happen? I will say, if Boris and Nolan are going to
Yes.
try and study, I would like Boris to make a religion roll and Nolan to make an Arcana roll, please.
Advantage, disadvantage, straight up.
Straight for the both of yous because you're looking for different things. Okay. All right. Gonna get me some different dice. All right. Okay. So, Boris, you are going through these religious texts, and again, these are old. These are from the foundation of your religion, and although they are familiar, sometimes it is a little strange if you compare them to your, let's say, your personal Bible. And that's where you start, making the comparisons. And it looks like there is this sequence, and both you and Nolan aren't really sure how to pronounce. It doesn't look to be common. It looks maybe a little draconic. It's strange. And there's this. It starts, every verse that you know starts with this sequence of letters.
I will cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Ritually, so it will take me 10 minutes.
Does comprehend languages allow you to identify the language?
No.
Or do you just know?
I just understand the
Okay.
language.
Good. So Boris, you see the start of sermons, of prayers, of requests, of Helios, and the gifts then given. Nolan, you see a set of instructions. an actual demand, a formula almost to really request a specific thing from a god. And sometimes this is incredibly specific. This is not asking for our daily bread. This is specifically asking for grain, or specifically asking for certain substances. This is very dry. This is very cutthroat, like very cut through, should I say. And every time it starts with what you didn't understand before. From Helios we request, by those granted the right. And that piece is missing from your books, Floris. So after a while, that sentence was removed. And there are a few symbols as well that don't really mean anything in context, but that are added to this these requests. And there are instructions here for a number of daily needs: water, medicine, clothing, like or fabrics, should I say? Literal demands to this god. So yeah, if you guys want to do anything with that, otherwise we
So
could.
I will explain it. Try my best to explain this to Boris. And well, maybe Boris, you have a go.
But does it say what the cost is of this kind of magic?
Oh, I don't know.
Because in the modern scripture it's gone, there must be a reason for it. So we need to figure out in the scrolls if we can find why this is locked away or what the cost is. Because I can start demanding a whole grain house, but
yes. Well, I have this whole thing. I need to explain to you, and I will show. Did I already explain you the whole page I have? The spell of creation thing there.
I don't think I saw it yet.
Where do I have it?
While they're doing this, Dario, I need you to first make a stealth roll.
I have missed something.
Ja, Dario en Nolan gaan proberen te pickpocketen bij iedereen buiten jij, om te zien of dat ze het goed kunnen.
Nee, ik ga bij Cassius het ook doen, te zien hoe goed ik ben.
Yeah.
Zalig.
So you
I am
are
unnoticed.
stealthed. They are not noticing you. Who you pickpocketing? And
I'm trying Gord first. He seems like the easiest target.
Hela.
okay. So make a sleight of hand check.
Critical one,
done this
critical one, critical one. Ooh.
No.
I don't see that.
What do you want to steal from Gord?
Coins. Just coins. I'm just trying to figure out how good I'm at stealing satchels and stuff.
All right. You just want to grab his whole purse?
Yeah.
All right. So Gord, consider yourself broke right now.
Completely broke.
Look, Gord. Look what I stole.
Suddenly Dario's there. You were like zoned out. You were focusing on something in the north very, very intently, and then suddenly there's Dario.
Didn't see me, eh?
Why do you have a purse with GG on it?
GG.
Gord.
Ah!
Hey, that's
Oh.
mine!
Oh,
Hey,
is
look at
eindelijk,
that.
is eindelijk de mod van Robin zijn naam van zijn karakter uitgekomen, GG?
Niet de
Hey.
man.
I throw it back. I feel very confident, so and I'm gonna
Bloody
walk to
hell.
Cassius and try it again.
Okay.
Does
I
he
will
have
Uh,
the same
wait
stealth
for my
check?
beard now.
No. So you will need to roll stealth again. By the way, so Cassie, what are you doing in the evening in this?
I'm just trying to think and plan, and trying to figure out what he could have held back and how it would be relevant, and how I could try and figure out a way to plan for that and have a backup plan for, like, what if he's lying about this, or what if he's actually holding back this.
Okay.
Just trying to consider the events of tonight and figuring out how tomorrow could go, and what could possibly go wrong, and how I'm going to deal with.
Right. And your passive perception is a
Well, if it's 10 plus my proficiency plus
Yeah.
expertise plus my modifier, it is 21.
yeah. So Dario can beat this technically. So Dario, make a stealth roll.
Like stealth roll. Okay.
Roll high.
Pass without trace.
Oh no.
Recasting spells? I mean, you should.
Yeah. So I know.
Ik besef nu juist dat alle passives naast die fucking dingen staan.
Yeah, I also just realized.
Yeah, I know. Because he's a bigger target. I'm gonna cast pass
My
without
passive
trace.
stealth is
Alright.
That's
You
not
never
good.
realized that the passives
Wow.
were there?
Yeah, I didn't realize. Ik was er altijd aan het
did.
berekenen. Well, there you
Oh
go.
wow. Painful.
Yeah, well, you
I
know.
mean, it's 10 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. It's not the hardest math.
So
15,
that's
22.
Oh, boo.
22.
That barely beats it, because it's 21.
Yep.
So he succeeds. But
So you,
barely.
with your druidic magic, fade into the background as you can see Cassius flipping over things and just brooding over the day to come. Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, what happened?
There, however, Cassius, you suddenly feel something tugging at your belt.
I jump up and draw 2 daggers and turn around, ready to strike at whoever's managed to sneak up on me, which does not happen often.
Calm down, calm down. I'm just trying out
What?
my team skills. Eh?
It's
I want to be a badass like you for the mission up ahead. Yeah,
while I admire your confidence, and I'm genuinely slightly impressed that you did manage to sneak up on me, I would recommend against it.
I completely robbed Gord.
I can see that
Yes.
happening very easily.
You're
Oh,
you were a bigger
really, man.
challenge.
But
I should have known it wouldn't work on you.
nonetheless, good on you for managing to sneak up on me.
I'll try. I'll keep trying.
Do I see at this point that he's cheating and using magic?
Yeah, you as you now are wiser to it, you see like you first think like your vision's fading a little bit as he starts walking away. You see him like unnaturally blend into the terrain, and it's like, oh, motherfucker's using magic. Yeah.
Ah. Okay,
Ah,
good. I thought I
well.
was losing my edge, but if he's using high level, pretty advanced magic stuff, then I feel less
Second
insecure
level
about
spell,
my
bro.
abilities. I know, still. If this was just regular Dario sneaking, I would have been genuinely concerned in my own abilities. But now,
Well,
it's like, okay.
I'm happy. I surprised you. I stole from Gord, so I'm confident in my skills.
Mag ik op deze moment hold person op Dario casten?
Sure. So Dario, make a wisdom save.
Sleight of hand. Dwarven style sleight of hand. Paralyze them, knock them in the head, and then rob them. Stealth.
Je kunt daar gewoon op klikken, hè, Dario.
Yeah.
Oh, 14.
So that doesn't beat it. So Dario, you're walking away, like being happy with a little saunter in your step, and then
And I will
You,
walk up to Dario and steal his purse, or try to, because
Wacht,
he
de whole
asked.
person. Kan ik hier niks doen?
no, you are
You can-
paralyzed.
I mean, he can save at the end
yeah.
of his turn.
Yeah, so 6 seconds are over. So, Gord, what are you trying to do in those 6 seconds that he gets his first
Take his
save?
purse, yeah, just take his
Okay,
purse
so grabs all your
with a
money.
smile on my face, yeah.
Is this
Make another.
happening while he's walking? Like, am I seeing what's happening here?
Yeah,
Can I see-
definitely. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you're there, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And you don't see bad intent or something. It's just
No, I'm just seeing him freeze and
Because
then
he's not-
Gord walking up, happily
Yeah.
skipping.
And
I'll
yeah,
just take your purse.
and you can make a wisdom save again. It'll go on for a
But
minute.
he asked Calendula to protect it, so I'm not sure
Oh, like
Yeah,
that.
she doesn't like you.
if that's a factor. Yeah,
Anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just realized.
Yeah, I realized as well. I wasn't thinking about that. Maybe the dragon wasn't there. But
Fine, yeah.
Ik kan gewoon iets klein ludiek van maken.
yeah, now it's getting depressive. Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Niet gewoon.
The number of ways to prevent yourself from being pickpocketed is to have a tiny golden dragon that guards your coin.
Yeah. You so you freeze Daria. You go for the purse, and then you see the little dragon slip from under his robes, put herself in front of Dario, and you can
I would
see
back up immediately.
a hiss, and you see like fire starting to glow in her mouth.
Oh, nee.
Oh, zo erg. Oh,
Niet
no.
mogen
Oh,
doen.
it's bad.
So bad.
Your
Oh.
dog's hissing it. Oh no.
And you still know the draconic words, and it's basically back off.
It was just a joke, and I will release Dario. It was just a joke. Sorry.
Oh, Calendula. No.
Joke.
No, I'm scored. Gord, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
I tried to
didn't
fix
mean-
this.
Yeah. And Gord's heart breaks into a
And he dies on the spot.
Dat is zo weer de mop.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yet
that was
again.
funny.
Like funny lighthearted,
Yeah.
bam, emotional gut punch.
While this is going on, so Boris and Nolan, you guys.
Yes, how long would it take me to explain to dear Boris the founding light spell that I have found? Since he was asking what material you need to cast a spell, I will try and explain him how it works.
Okay. So, did you actually give him the text, or?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Boris, this is a little confronting because you know that. I mean, you have a benevolent god, but you also know that it is an old god. It is one that, as far as you know in your studies, might have been one of the gods that was definitely around when the demons still needed to be slain and when this world was in a dire state. And that's what you start to realize, is that these are spells of desperation. And perhaps one of the reasons your god has somewhat faded or is no longer regarded as well as the others is because your god gave your people the means to survive, no matter the cost. And this spell signifies that. Sometimes survival of this world requires sacrifice. Because you are in on this religion, motherfucker.
I fucking just wanted to play a simple, straightforward cleric, motherfucker.
Well,
Oh my god, Boris is a baddie. His god is bad.
no, it could be.
Nee, maar er zit nu kennis van Black Linus en er zijn puzzelstukken in elkaar aan het klikken nu dat ik dit weet. En dat is echt holy fuck, wat is dit?
I didn't even read the whole spell. But, oops.
En ik ben er gewoon schuin doorgegaan en ik begin het allemaal in elkaar te klikken.
You can get that. I didn't say it, but now I do.
You could have been just a fighter who's good at fighting and nothing else.
I'm going to do that next time.
Or a dumb druid who doesn't know anything.
A lot of options.
This is a lot of power
Yes,
for a
it's
simple man of a religion to hold. This dates from the old times where sacrifices had to be made.
Yes, and it doesn't. Unfortunately, Boris, it doesn't say it has to be willing creature. So yeah, I think at some point this might have been the basis for other items that are now out there in the world, or even planes. You know what I mean?
Not really, because Boris hasn't encountered them yet.
No. Well, you know,
What do you mean
you have
by
heard about the
plane?
Blackstone, no?
What's this insanity of creating your own plane?
At a certain point in history, there were people who wanted to create their own plane, and this spell gives you the power of creation. So, I'm not saying that Helios was involved in this whole thing, but these very, very old texts might have been the basis of the spells that are now being used. So, you
This
asked the
is-
question what it requires. This is what it requires.
I'm glad you told me, because this is a high cost. So I know the magic words now, but maybe
Well, it's only
this
a
is
high
the reason
cost
they
if
disappeared.
you. It's only a high cost if you cast a high level spell. It's only a minor cost if you just want the small things in life.
You are draining life energy. That's a high cost. Anyway, how many? That's evil. Can be necessary in evil times, but
Yes, well, it's your god that made it, so go figure.
it's your arcane knowledge that found it in the holy texts of my religion.
Which apparently weren't that holy, but were more arcana. You see, the whole debacle that we are in now.
It means Arcana is a religion too.
That, mm, yes, of course. Boris, of course, yes.
Technically, no one's a cleric.
I worship the arcane, so I worship Helios. Now I'm confused. Am I religious?
Zo bit fireball op zijn eigen, heel de ninja.
I'm
You
going
worship the force and you get powers from it. I mean,
Into the woods.
You burn woods.
I'm not there.
Friendship with Dario ended.
I'm going to sleep on it.
Yeah, I need some meditation and thoughts on this. Let's
But
keep it
it's
between
the
us.
scroll is in safe hands with me, and I tucked it away.
Don't burn the holy scrolls, please.
I mean, this spell, from what I've deduced, I wouldn't be able to cast it. I have no affinity with Helios, so I could maybe develop something, but or make it my own. I don't know, but I don't want to. So sleep tight, sweet dreams.
Bye.
How much of this did Cassius overhear?
I don't know.
Or anyone else? because you were somewhat in the same communal area.
Dat jullie apart of niet?
In my
Ik denk
mind,
dat we-
I was, but we didn't say it.
Ja.
Ja, ik denk niet dat we dit in publiek gaan bestuderen, denk ik.
Nee, oké.
Dat zou ik ook niet denken.
And I wouldn't eavesdrop.
Nee, ik
Zo.
vind liever coin purses te stelen. Maar sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would have been busy with my own planning and
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay. Still, with a high passive perception,
Mhm.
you do hear the murmurings between the wood of the building and the stone. You, I've heard Boris and Nolan discuss old words and ancient magic. With that, I will say, Nolan, as you find sleep,
Oh fuck, right.
you are sitting in a church, your most hated activity. You're maybe 5, 6 years old, sitting there, barely getting to see over the pews. I mean, you're interested in the little booklets, but the words don't mean anything, because I'm thinking Nolan learned to read at a very young age and was already flipping through. For a moment,
But
everyone
more like
thought,
Ademar from Nero.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So,
that's me.
so first, the vague memory of your parents. They thought you a prodigy because you grabbed everything you could, but then every time you just soured on it. And at one point, a defining moment in your youth, a memory long since buried, after an hour-long sermon in the grand cathedral that you are sitting in, you just exclaim out of nowhere, "Boring!" And your parents just grab you and, you get a good slap on the face, and then you hear in the back of this church, "Oh, you and I, we're much, much alike. Who knows, maybe I am you from another timeline. Perhaps all of these simply overlaps."
But if you are me, then I am you.
Oh, it's a wonderful little conundrum, isn't it?
And I just found out that I might be a worshipper of Helios, but I thought I wasn't. So
Oh, that one is a little tricky, isn't it? Yes, and he simply seems to sniff the air. Oh, yes, it is worrying you, isn't it? A recent memory conundrum to be unraveled. I would be careful, because in those times, those dark times when the four still roamed, and the first to awaken was yet a man, there were things people spoke into being that created the wounds that still last to this day.
which wait, where is it?
Fuck if I know.
Ah, thought you might know.
I might know, I might just not want to tell you. A little bit too much knowledge in one go.
But you are here invading my dreams. At least
Excuse
share some
me.
information. You can just
Excuse me.
click whatever you want.
No. It's more involuntary. You're still somewhat bound to the book, and I have nothing to do. Boring, right?
Oh. Is this church boring to you? We can go to somewhere else.
It's a bit nicer than the one I got. There wasn't a pile of shit on the side. The windows weren't broken by disgruntled townsfolk, and people hadn't started dying from dysentery. But, yeah. It's a bit nice. Is this Ilish?
Yes, I grew up in Ilish.
Oh. Got your pick
been
of
there.
cathedrals.
I never liked the cathedral. It's nice and all, but it's paid by money. They just scam people.
Of
So-
course, that's the basis of it. Well, I don't know how to solve our little problem here. I mean, you're still more than willing to peruse in the book. I don't know what else that's going to give you.
We have a problem. I wasn't aware we had a problem.
I was expecting to be out by now, but something's holding me back. I don't know what. But, well, we'll figure out, right? Opportunities await and all. So,
many of nights to come, many of sweet dreams of Nolan to invade.
I know we really need to find.
Next time I'll bring some females.
Oh God, no! Not your memories of that. We need to find a solution, or I might start clawing at the back of your eyes if I could. But no.
I do have a question. What I always wondered: why would the priest of Felix Lustrum, Richard Stormbrand, strike down a simple farmer's son, cleric, accountant? It doesn't add up really, don't you think?
It does it?
I mean, he
It's
must have had a
maybe-
quite reason to use a very, very legendary sword to strike you down and not someone else, but specifically you.
So, when I say that the Esparki had a problem with the townsfolk, I'm not kidding. The swamp was slowly crawling in, the fields were rotten and blighted. When I say blighted, I just don't mean a kind of rot. I mean the vines were coming to life, taking the faces of dead people and started strangling them in their sleep. It was getting bad, dear old Felix Lustrum.
Ooh.
So the people, they asked him for divine guidance and solace. He asked them, well, they asked him for way out for his divinity.
Him being KX or...
Well, he was still around in the monastery doing whatever the fuck he was doing, right? 'Cause that's before the zombies started to come. Then, with our feet knee deep in shit and rot and mud, having to trudge through the city, people started growing mushrooms in their fucking heads. People were so displeased that they would grab whatever night soil they had, whatever garbage and refuse, whatever rot they had of the foods that would simply, well, after a while, start crawling off their plates. They would dunk it on the sun-facing end of the church. And every time the sun rose, it will rot further. The stench was unbearable.
I mean,
Then,
there was there must have been a point in time where, hey, it's Saturday, the sun is shining, and then suddenly, hey, it's Sunday, now there are suddenly vines growing out and the town's going to shit. What happened in between?
people tried to leave. People realized they could in the faith. The large cathedral of Pelor, the large monastery dedicated in his name for these people to help. But they didn't. So, out of protest, now the swamps were too dangerous around the city. The only place you could take refuge was the village. Because still, poor old Sparky did try. Used his divine magic. But it wasn't strong enough. Just staying around his little church.
This corruption, was it... It had a source, no? Where did it come from?
The source was a fool. A sorcerer. He'd been brought in by Sparky from, I think, Oratol. Weinstrom something. He was going to use some old magic to try and combat the rising tides of the lake, the corruption of Nekal, and they ended up creating some kind of vampiric tree, and that started the blights, animating everything. Don't worry, that tree's long gone, I think.
And the sorcerer?
Sorcerer, well, he was kind of the tree's first victim. But all of that's in the past. All of that's done now. As far as I know, Felix Lustrum's a barren ground. But to the point of my story, at one point the rot and stink became so bad, the wind turned, and the townsfolk, well, I decided to smash the windows in so he'd be not guarded from the stink.
Good idea.
So I was, in a way, the one to throw the first stone. And eventually, he didn't care. He ignored it. And during one sermon, right at the apex of his diatribe, the rot had taken hold, and all of it fell inside. And me and my big mouth, still proud to this day, I leapt up in joy and said, "Look, Father, a bunch of holy shit."
Now
They
I
are-
see why we are alike. That's actually funny.
I know. That's my best moment. Best laughter I've ever heard, except from the veins popping in Sparky's neck. The day after he met with dear old X and K, and he disappeared into the lake and found his little sword. Rest is history.
Sparky is Stormbrand, you mean?
Yeah, Sparky.
Sparky, because it's a storm.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got hit by lightning once, and that's why he changed his name.
He left with KX.
He had a meeting which I eavesdropped on, and I think I might have been found out. But yeah,
Oh, that means KX knows a lot more than we thought he did.
what am I but a simple farmer? Farmer's son, alchemist technically, but
Okay. Well, next time you invade my dreams, I'll make sure there is some holy shit you can throw.
I would appreciate that. But I'd also appreciate it if I get the fuck out of here.
I don't yet know how to help with that.
Yeah, well, opportunity presents itself. I'll figure something out. And with that, you all complete the long rest.
Trouwens, die farmer's son, hè. Ben ik de enige dat dan instant on Yves Lampaard denkt toen dat hem de gele trui had gewonnen in de Tour de France 2 jaar terug?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I
a
guess it
farmer's
is.
son from Flanders.
Right.
Yeah, you had to be there.
Probably. Don't hold it against you. Just a little worried, that's all.
Maar ik zal eens zien of ik het kan vinden.
Ja, ik kon mijn spelboek aanpassen
Ja, dat
tijdens mijn lange rest, maar ik heb blijkbaar nog niet alle level 5 spells. Maar ik kan er volgens mij niet toevoegen als een game past is, ik weet het niet.
Ah, maar misschien wel, maar je kunt wel terug in die Beyond Last in die spellist gaan.
Ja, wel,
Ja.
mijn boek als aan het slepen. Nee, dat doe ik niks.
Je moet in het nieuwe spelboek doen, hè? Dragon.
Ja, dus gewoon naar icoontje erin slepen, normaal.
Ja.
Not doing anything.
Yes, you have. Ik zal me misschien iets beter refreshen, want je hebt er al 7 in gesmeten.
Oh, wat? Oké, wacht.
So, I will delete those.
Ja, ik zie die niet. Wacht.
Heb je dingen
dan?
aangestaan prepared of niet prepared.
Ja,
Zo
de
van,
filter juist staan.
Ah, wacht, het stond op
Die zijn
action.
niet
Misschien
prepared, hè?
action of... het stond op action. Now I
Ja.
see. Wauw,
Action.
oké, wauw, oké.
Kijk, sinds aan het delete waren ze dan.
En dat is geen action, of wat? Huh? Ik dacht dat alles een action was.
delete. Hij kent al die spels toch, of niet?
Dat is duration. Nee, dat zijn duration spells. Die twee.
Ah ja, daarom. Ik dacht dat action bedoelde als in het kost een actie om te...
Nee,
zien.
maar dat is inderdaad geen actie, want het kost een minuut.
Oeh, then I've missed
Ja,
some
dat
other spells.
A minute
Alright.
off.
Ah ja. Ah, oké. Dat is de probleem.
That's some big stuff.
Ah, wacht, nu klopt mijn prepared. Ook niet.
Ja, kinda. 5th level. Lol. So yeah. With that, you all complete the long rest. So if any of you have not pressed the button, now is the time.
I will do so, and I will roll my portents again.
Right.
Maybe they are better now.
Nog één keer slapen en mijn cloak is klaar.
Ah, right. Mediocre.
Average roll. Okay. So, unless you guys want to do anything in the town before heading to the shrine, let me know.
Do we have enough healing potions?
Yeah.
But I'm not.
a
I'm not
healing
sure
potion.
if there are any here in this minus town.
Well,
Did
we
we
already
not-
looked for an alchemist.
I'm pretty sure
there
we
was
already
none.
went through this
Okay.
whole...
Yeah.
Do we have
Then
enough healing potions? Let's go
go-
find some healing potions thing.
go to the shrine
Okay.
of the old trickster god.
So you see this queue go back over there. Now it's much busier, and especially as you're going into this in the artisans quarter, you get this a lung full of soot and smog as all the smithies are now burning bright. You hear clattering from the mines as well, and large mining carts being pulled over or being processed and dumped. You hear the loud billowing of all this. Yeah, a busy town, hard workers, and very bad air. Here you see this very simple carved totem of really not really a figure, but just a smile, like a big grin being carved into a totem, and what might be these very worn large eyes, so a very caricature. And if you wouldn't know where to look, you would have probably missed it. A few steps behind, however, you see a sewer grate, which looks very well maintained. Those of you with your passive perceptions can tell that this is not an old rusty grate, sorry, well maintained. And also you see that the lock that is on it is currently unlocked.
I will pay tribute to the trickster god, and I will take out the wand of smiles and cast it on Cassius.
Okay,
You what?
so that is a wisdom save, I believe.
Need to roll anything for it? A wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Wait, hold up. Where do I? That's here, right? And then the saving throw is.
Which I believe is enough to
16.
Probably wand of smile. Where is this thing? Come on, I have it here.
I think it's 13 or 14.
The succeed on DC 10 charisma saving throw or be
Oh,
forced to smile
oh,
for a
charisma.
minute.
Charisma.
saving throw,
Okay,
though.
so do go for charisma then.
Oh, that is way worse for me.
It's only DC 10, so.
Yeah, you get. Yeah,
And I
well,
barely get it.
Oh,
So
David.
-1.
So you see the sewer grate, Cassius, and you feel this sudden need. Like you first feel like, oh god, am I having a stroke? Like your face starts pulling, and like the corners of your mouth start. You're like, "Ugh," and you just force it away. And I was like, what the f? And then you immediately notice that Nolan's pointing a wand at you.
It was worth a try. I look to the statue. Too bad. Put it away.
Do I? I'm gonna go look at the statue and go, just for the record, I am not entirely convinced that Nolan's entire existence is not just some kind of cruel prank you're preying on people.
I am the trickster god reborn.
He's an avatar.
It would explain
A lot.
a lot.
Actually, no. But...
Okay.
All right, let's move on. I will check the grate for traps, just
Sure.
being sensible here.
Go for it.
Can I do a perception check on the environment if somebody's watching us?
Sure.
They roll investigation for traps, right?
Yes.
That seems totally clear.
Okay. So yeah,
Traps
you
here.
don't see. You see that it's unlocked, and
Seems fine.
it's fine. Boris, you just look around, and just as you turn your head, you just see the remains of a cloak pass around the corner, and you're like, yeah, they were ducking away because you were looking their direction.
We've got company, Cassius. Somebody's following us. Which is not unexpected, I assume.
Yeah. My passive perception would not be high enough that I could be cool enough to say, yeah, I know they've been following us for 3 blocks.
Yeah, no, you hadn't got. You're preparing scenarios in your head, dude. You're
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm imagining all the ways this could possibly go wrong, and a lot of those ways are very bad and equally unlikely.
Yep.
But
So you open the grates. There is a simple ladder down, and you all in there. So there, in the relative darkness, it is a little bit. It is a crossroads. So there are 4 paths that will lead from here. 2 of which seem, and I'll give you passive stone cutting there, Gord. You
Do I still have stone cutting technically, or
who knows? But you at least have the memory still, and you look and see. Okay, so 3 of these are well carved, and the 4th one is either more recent or a lot older. You're not quite sure. It is rough, and it is not tiled. It is not built with bricks just to support it. Here, in this little crossroad thing, there is a stool, a little bench, and a little table on which Soot is sitting. And actually, there is a little vase with a little wilted flower, and he is just sitting there with a little candle, and he's just reading a book while he's sitting there in that little crossroad. And as you descend, didn't know you guys were late sleepers.
I've been up for hours.
So have I. Anyway, glad of you to join us. And here we are. So you might guess which side we were taking today. And he'll point, and you can actually see this passively as well, but he'll point it out for the rest. There's a couple of markings. And in Thieves' Cant, it is the brownstones. Beware from this point. And the others are to the, I would say, to the bar. And then the other side is the business.
You bring my canary?
He'll grab under the little table he has, and there is a little cage with a covered cloth. There you are.
Right, thanks.
You have acquired a canary.
New ability unlocked.
Yep. Throw the canary.
Yes.
Then I guess we know where to go.
Yeah. So I'll go with you the first part. But there's a point where I'll fucking stop.
Fair enough.
Alright. So here we go then. And he'll start leading the way. And you again can tell this is roughly hewn, this is roughly cut, and some passages here are definitely natural that somebody carved into. And that's where finally you, after the first few passages left and right, and you're keeping a mental map of where you're going, you start smelling this acrid smell. Like, it isn't something rotten, it is something that is enhanced above being rotten. And it is not impeding you yet, but it's definitely, you know what? It smells a little like ammonia. So it like catches your breath a little bit. Dario, this isn't unfamiliar to you. This really does, or is reminiscent of sometimes when the wind is turned in the Nomadar marshes, you get this, this swamp gassy scent.
This place smells like swamp. The bad kind of swamp, if you know what I mean.
Do I recognize the gaseous smell from somewhere, or can I place it somewhere?
Make a nature check.
While we're
Nature.
walking, I'll also tell Soot, like, just in case, but we were being followed here. I have to assume that's one of your guys. If not, you might want to address that.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. He got caught again, did he? I'm gonna have to fucking demote him.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. I mean, how else can I? I wasn't gonna fucking wait here for hours for you guys to show up. Fucking hell. 24? Yeah. He seems to be telling the truth.
Taking credit for Boris' achievements. Yes.
Ja,
A thief after all.
Boris is er niet goed in, dus dan kan ik beter u wat opstoken en u in de vuurlinie duwen. Kan ik zo van de zijkant kijken, haha, met zijn gezicht op de grond.
Soon.
TM.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Of
Yes,
mind
indeed.
controlled. Wat hebben we nogal gehad?
Yeah.
You stab your wizard in the back like once. Do they call you the backstabber? Of course they do.
Nee, they call you Freddy the Horse Thief.
Once.
The horse boy, not the horse thief.
Whatever.
Freddy was a gentle and caring horse lover who loved
even worse.
horses and whatever the fuck it was that Gord wrote in on. It was not a horse.
I fuck horses. Pardon? Yes, pardon.
There's
If
a
that's
whole.
your takeaway, then that says more about you than
Nee,
it
dat is
does
van
about
die
me.
boek I Always Get My Sin. Hè. Dat is de Hollander die vertelt, ik week paarden, I fuck horses. En dan zegt de Engelsman, pardon. En dan zegt de Hollander, yes,
Oh, I breed, yeah.
pardon.
Pardon, alle.
Oh boy.
Yep. Not
That's
gonna
the
translate
level
that
we
one
forgot that.
because yeah. Okay.
Zwart.
Good. See ya. It was been a good stream, everyone. Thanks. I'll be starting a
Demonetized
new
again.
account. I'll be starting a new account. Well, please resub.
Oh no.
Okay, psychic damage for the DM. So, with that, you also, oddly enough, in some of the passages that Soot is like, no, we're not going this way, you can smell a different smell, running water, a dampness, and those of you with high enough passive perception, hear in the distance, like streaming water as well. This is where things are getting wider or narrower. And this is clear that these are now natural caves and no longer built. Eventually, though, a piece does. You've been walking for about half an hour now, and now structure starts coming back. All right. This is as far as I'm gonna fucking go today. Beyond there is a bit of a hub. This is where several of the vents coming off of the mines comes together. This is where somewhere one of these passages from here, that's where the gas is coming from. And we can't figure out which, and I don't want to find out. I will say things are going to get a little heartier, and you can tell now in this hole, yeah, you start smelling this acrid smell, and it is starting to become heavy. Lords, you don't care. Dario, you're used to this. The rest of you are like having to cover your mouth and starting to get a little heavier on the breathing. So yeah, in all seriousness, good luck, because I might put on a bit of a facade, but this is starting to get me worried. There's a lot of people getting sick. I mean, I've got my dad-given constitution, but it's starting to worry me a bit, and I hope you guys did good in the library. Maybe you can rid this town of one more curse, eh?
Aye.
Oh, you're like a totally different person.
Sold that one, did I? Great. Guys.
Oh,
No.
fucking hell. Yes, he did.
I wish you the best of luck. Seriously.
Yeah,
And he's
see
gonna
you
step away.
tomorrow.
Who's taking? Are we going stealthily or are we just exploring?
Dario, can you talk
Aye.
to the canary?
Why would I talk to the canary?
If, I'm not sure. Is it
Oh,
willing?
I'm a druid, so I talk to canaries. Hey,
Uh,
fella, how are you?
yes.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I am under the assumption that that is one of the things you can do. Like, is that not something you
Yeah.
can do?
Talk to beasts. That's
I take
have
out
to
my
do that.
maze of disruption and I take a peek into the hallway. It seems we need to go down here.
You are eager.
All right.
I take. You're talking about talking to canaries. And I try to look around the environment if I see any clear marks or anything that might pop out.
Okay. So what you see is something I have to grab a hold of here. Not that one. So what you have here is something very interesting. You step inside, and it is indeed a circular room with lots of pipes and lots of areas. But what is most important here is that there is a center shaft that is crisscrossed with bridges and falls down into darkness below. In the middle, there is a grate, a large, structured, copper-looking construction that, where actually visibly you see some smoke and some gases billow from the center.
I take a pebble and I cast light on it.
Okay.
And I throw it down the shaft.
Oh, activation. It clicks down because my mic won't pick up sound effects that way. And you hear it rattle down. As I said, you know what I'll do? I'll show you an approximation made by our dearest assistant, ChatGPT. I had to do a little bit of work to try and get that out of this, but there we go. I think it did well for the literal seconds it took to make. There we go.
He says there we go, but we don't see it out.
Yeah, it's in Discord.
Precies zo van die zotte trappen die naar boven en naar beneden gaan.
That looks quite cool indeed.
Yeah, so remind yourself that the outside doesn't count because I couldn't get it to stop doing that.
Exist?
Yeah. So you enter here, but you can see that there are multiple pathways to other areas. Here, it just falls into darkness, and you have this crisscross. And the moment you step inside, you feel like it's really getting hard to breathe. And you realize that from this entire area, there is something coming from here. So yeah. So Boris, you're poking your head out.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the light illuminates as it falls down the central shaft.
Yeah, it just fades, and you don't hear it drop. You don't hear it hitting anything.
Is it very dark where we are standing?
No, so it is illuminated a little bit with, let's say, magical sconces and stuff. It looks like this used to be. I mean, make a history check, let's say.
Everybody, or?
Sure. Anybody who wants to.
I don't know.
Doing well, everyone. Doing very well.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, no. You not sure who would have built this and why here? Because you're quite a ways underground in this, and you crisscross this natural stuff. Lantern of Revealing. Okay, you brighten up the place. Nothing invisible, immediate vicinity here, but it does brighten the place.
Do I see anything that resembles a lift? Or an
From
elevator?
here, I mean, from here it's perception, or you step inside and it's investigation.
Let's go with option 1 then.
Okay, 14. Yeah, no. You don't see, you do see, again, you see doors and pathways to different areas, but the thing going down just goes down.
So we're going in or are we staying here?
Oh,
Yeah,
We to stay
Let-
here.
Let's go ahead.
We should go
we
in.
have to go. That's where we need to go.
Question
Yeah.
is, do we want to be super obvious about
Yes.
us being here the way we are being now?
I mean, there won't be anything alive down there. They can't breathe.
Are you sure about that?
I want to try, but I'm not very stealthy. If you want to proceed stealthily, sure.
But you are already dead, so you can go first.
We wanna do we wanna approach carefully? I can help with that. Or are you just going to explore some more as we've been doing so far?
I will be coughing the whole time.
Yeah, do we... I don't suppose you have any kind of magic that would let us breathe safe air in any kind of way, right? Is that the thing you have?
Well, I can.
I don't have
protect-
anything.
I can protect one creature from poison if that would do the trick. I don't know.
I suggest
know
we
if-
will make too much noise
No.
to go stealthily. There shouldn't be anything down here except the cause of this gas.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any point in going all stealth.
It might
who's
just be
taking-
Enormas down there.
Yeah, could be.
Hmm.
Who's
Well,
taking
then.
points?
I'll take the lead. I'm the
Do you need?
most
Did you
burly
need?
one, I guess.
Do you need some extra lights?
I have dark vision. I'm fine.
Okay,
Do we have
Do
anyone
we-
who doesn't have dark vision?
me.
I have the lantern.
The
Oh,
two
yeah.
humans. Oh, the lantern. It sheds some light.
Zeg
on
jij
my
ook niet human,
vision.
Cassius?
Yes, but I have night vision goggles.
Yes.
He's cheating.
I have goggles of night.
No, 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 no,
Like
no,
all
no.
my items are how to be a better criminal in the dark. That is literally all of my items.
Freddy the horse boy. Horse boy.
I do have. I have lanterns. If we need them.
I'm fine.
I can make Gort shine a light, so
I will accidentally walk in front of you with a light, with the lamp. So it's right in your face in the night goggles. And you won't see
Yeah.
Hey,
shit.
you're saying something, but does your lantern of revealing reveal Gort to be not Gort, but the weird blob that you showed us earlier?
Blob.
I mean,
Not-
that is what you are, isn't it? At this point,
Nah,
like a
nah.
weird-
Late.
Nothing really revealed now.
No, okay.
okay, let's go.
Let's
Right,
go.
Go and
Right,
explore.
All right.
Let's move.
So yeah, there are a few paths. So there is the corner. There is the large, I don't know, yeah, sewer grate at the middle. So there is like a column that goes down. There is and this sewer grate thing is billowing some kind of toxin of some kind.
Is this toxin natural or do I sense a magical?
I don't know. Are you going to detect magic or are you going to investigate it?
If my party would allow me to 10 minutes, then I could detect.
Having detect magic would be very useful, yeah.
Yeah, let's set up to.
Because we've already surmised or assumed that it's not just something natural happening here, so there has to be some kind of magic involved, presumably.
I can dispel any magic if you want that. But
Yeah, that's once we find it, that might be.
yes.
It will
Out of
take 10
future.
minutes because I will
Okay.
literally cast it.
So while this is happening, what are you guys doing? So is anyone else investigating this area? What are you guys doing while the detect magic is going to take for 10 minutes?
I do want to take a lap around the area and see if I can, sense the whatever irritation I have. Does it get stronger when I'm
Okay.
in this corner or near this?
So I would say just straight up investigation for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the layout of this place as well by just looking around.
Okay, I'll allow you
I'm gonna-
investigation as well on that.
Snap a D8 onto that.
Yep.
It bothers me that it says damage because it's not damage.
Do you have guidance, Emmen ook?
I already made a check, so
Yeah, too late
It
because
would
you
have-
were working on your own investigation check. This is over the course of 5 minutes or so.
yeah. So this is 20 then total.
20. Okay. Yeah, so you're trying to surmise what the purpose of this place is. And like again, you're not sure who would have built this. It's clear that this isn't, or this is at least old. It's been reused, right? You can see there's lots of crates and everything. It looks like the Thieves Guild has been using this as a storage area, or at least as a hideaway, because they're saying like, hey, don't go there, so they're putting it in a dangerous spot, basically. But that is what they're using it for. But what is this? It is at around 5 minutes or so that you start puzzling together like, this is a... Huh. It looks to be a focal point, and for lack of a better term to explain it to you as a player, it looks to be like a kind of airlock of some kind, where you actually find behind the box and you like have to push back a lot of things, you find a panel of some kind and a very mechanical with once would have been levers and maybe a dial of some kind, but all of it is destroyed. And you see very mechanical like pipes, almost like steam pipes or something, run down. So very steampunk in nature. So steam pipes, and they go to each door. But you can tell that some of the pipes are broken beyond, they are corroded and whatever. There is a lot of corrosion here everywhere. And that's when you hear a rumble. Very faint, very distant. And before any of you can react, the panel in front of you, all of the broken pieces, all of the broken dial and the broken levers, they all slide into position. And you're like, whoa, I didn't even touch. You see the dial set to a certain position. And then all the doors slam shut.
Oh yeah.
And a little statue that is standing on a tall stacked box starts speaking. I'm so sorry, lads. I did warn you about the previous client, but they weren't interested in what was going down here. They're more interested in what you got from that temple, and they seem to know a lot more about it than I do. I'm very sorry. I really wanted to work with you, Cassius. I feel we could have done some great things together. I heard really great things. And your lot really do seem capable, but they paid up front, and my God, did they pay. Don't worry, you didn't go cheap, all right? That's all I can say. But, yeah, no. You can still figure it out. We still haven't figured out what the hell is going on here, but I think my client might know a little more about it. It happened around the time he came into town. But, yeah. Sorry. And at that point, the little billowing from the center of the room, ooh, that's now gushing this greenish smog. I need you all to firstly make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
And whoever is still standing needs to roll initiative.
Nice.
Oh, Leichest.
Okay.
That's good.
We have to insight check more. Damn it. I thought of doing detect thoughts, but several times I didn't do it.
Gords,
Yes.
you are unaffected
Oh yeah, nice.
because they didn't have all the information. So I make this encounter knowing full well that the person responsible wouldn't have known what happened there. So I will say that Boris, Cassius, and Dario,
Phew.
you are unconscious.
Yeah. 3
What? Oh shit.
Dus alleen Nolan en ik staan recht.
Yes.
Yep.
Ja, met de initiatives rollen.
Yes.
Yeah, just to keep track of things. So everybody rolls initiative. But
Iedereen
if you're
of
down,
alleen?
you're down.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sure.
That's
Okay.
a lie. So low.
Oh no.
okay. So all of you are caught by this immense spray, the entire chamber filling almost instantly with this gas. And Gord, I don't know why Cinco is still in here. I have a previous combat. Okay, that makes sense. I had a dude fight another dude, so I'm gonna
There's
remove
a dude and a
these.
hobgoblin warlord in here with us.
Yeah, he challenged into a duel. So, so Dario, I still need you to roll initiative, please.
Wie was er gewonnen?
The rogue actually. Very, very close game. Because the goblin got cocky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. Okay. So this is not round 9. I should probably well, it doesn't matter. Let's
Is Grenla affected by the poison? Right,
yes.
dum-de-dum.
She
Immune.
would actually. Good. So she will also, I'll do it quickly for you. Constitution save. Where is it? Yep. She is also down. So I will put her in the initiative as well. That wasn't supposed to be with advantage, but okay. Whatever. She's first. So she is currently unconscious, and as long as you are in the gas, there is no save. So, Gord, you take that's where are my D6? I have D6s. I could have had Roman ones for this. You take 10 halved because of your resistance.
Ooh.
Poison resistance of.
Yeah. Or is it wait,
It's dwarven thing.
you are immune, actually. So you don't take any damage.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, because he doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah. Well, the poison could still affect him, but so you just saw your friends fall down, and you feel that were you in a different state, you would have been hurt by now. You are not breathing.
Canary doing?
Huh?
How's my canary doing?
Your canary. I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
You guys never checked underneath the cloth.
Ja, ik zei dit er wel de klaar in heb gehad.
Yeah, okay. But I was gonna spoof the Dead Barrett sketch, but
We should have talked to the canary.
it would have been hadn't been if it hadn't been nailed to the perch, it would be pushing up the daisies. The canary is no more. It is an ex-canary. It is gone to meet its maker, joined the choir of invisible. This is an ex-canary. I performed this entire sketch in middle school, everyone. By heart.
Oh boy.
If you want to get anything done in this country, you have to complain until you're blue in the mouth.
Yeah.
On which note, so Gord, what are you doing?
Ja, we zijn in de ruimte. Het gas is niet zichtbaar, hè?
Is zichtbaar, ja. Ja, it's
Is zichtbaar.
green billowing awfulness now.
En vult het de hele ruimte of is er een plek Maar
Het vult heel de ruimte. Maar je hebt ook een bodemloze put.
I don't want to be here. Why
En
am I
ik zie voor de
unconscious?
rest die stem niet. Dat is die dude dat ons daar heeft afgezet. Ja.
Yep.
Ik zie die niet.
Dat is zoet.
Het is een.
We're gonna murder him.
Wat kan ik doen, hè?
I'm gonna bring him to justice.
Proberen
Yes.
die
Would,
levels ons al terug te winnen.
If he neutralizes a poison, would that wake us up, or do we just immediately fall down again the next time we take a breath?
Who knows?
Because paladins do have lay on hands that can neutralize one poison
Ja, maar vanaf dat je
per
adem.
application. But yeah, we would. If we just drop down immediately, it serves nothing.
Terug een safe.
Okay, so you're on the ground, so I'm not gonna help.
Wacht, hè, wordt dat beschreven, die dingen?
I'm just gonna...
Ik heb te veel dingen. Ja,
So you know what? Think about it. Dario, you take... Oh, 3 points of poison damage. Very low,
heb
Laurel.
je het gedaan of?
No, I'm just advancing the plot.
Ik zie ook geen bron van waar het de gas komt.
Yeah, the center.
De center. En is dat een gat dat dicht te maken valt? Hoe groot?
Well, look at the picture.
Wacht, ja.
It is about 15 feet across.
That's
And it
pretty
is-
big.
Yep.
It's a great, right?
Ik denk dat Dario misschien niet tegen poison kan doen, dus ik ga dat toch proberen. Die Leon Hands, 5 points.
Okay.
To neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Okay. So you revive, you use 5 points, you wake up Dario. And then it's if you end your turn there, or are you doing anything else? Because that's important. That's why we're initiative right now.
Dario ligt ook in het midden.
I will say, because of this scenario, you can go wherever you want, because it's not a explicit combat encounter. You can run to wherever you want and be wherever you want, right? So I will say
We
right
zijn allemaal in
now,
het midden daar, hè?
there are 3 doors. There are 3 doors and the one you came from. So 4 in total.
But they all slammed shut, right?
Yeah, they slid down.
Houten deuren.
No, but I'll give
Oké,
you
waarvoor?
I'll give you a perception check. Yeah, I'll give you a perception check. Okay.
18.
From a glance, they look to be steel.
Steel doors. That
Yep.
sucks.
A steel door.
I grab my angle grinder.
Your dwarf angle grinder.
The sparks ignite the poison.
En is er een raampje door de deur, een kier, iets waar ik kan doorkijken?
No, they are solid
They are solid.
and bolted and riveted.
Alles is dicht, er is nergens een raamje en nee. Dan loop ik richting een deur en dan eindigt mijn beurt daar.
Okay.
Mijn actie gebruikt.
So Dario, you've already taken the damage. You see Gord bringing you back, but it's the start of your turn. I need you to make another save.
Okay,
And that's why the initiative is important, because you can do things while you're awake. So Constitution saving throw, please.
I need to save first. I can't do anything before that.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
because you're waking up and have to breathe.
that's true.
But you make it this time.
Okay.
You are up.
Okay.
Kun je een adem niet gewoon inhouden? Voor een minuut?
Kun je nademen een aantal minuten based on your constitution modifier.
Yes.
I cast protection from poison on myself first.
Okay.
So
I think
that's
yeah, advantage. That's good. That's smart.
It lasts for 1 hour.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is walk up to whoever's closest to me, and well, on my next turn, cast protection from poison on them.
Okay. I say, we'll say the proximity, you're closest to Cassius.
Okay.
So he'll be where he is.
Ik was juist spels aan het preppen en ik had die gezien en dacht, ja, die spel is kei situational, dat gebruikt het toch nooit?
Poison.
Ja, dat
Nee,
is
want er was
is
gezegd
keigoed
geweest.
nu.
Er
Ja,
was gezegd geweest dat er een of andere fog
Ja.
was festering, so ik heb die
Ja,
bewust gepakt.
Ja,
ja,
smart.
goed gedaan, ja. Daarin.
All right, Cassius, you're
Yes.
still unconscious. So you take. Oh, damn! 3 points of damage on the other dice this time. A 2 and a 3. 2 and a 1.
Spit na een beurt, 18 damage.
Well, that would be impressive from 2d6s.
I mean, other than being unconscious, I have no turn, right?
Nope. So Boris, you
Remain
take 10 points of poison damage.
One more smack.
And then Nolan, who was also down, yeah?
No, I rolled a
Nolan
crit,
was one
I
of the
think.
two that was up.
Yeah, true. So Nolan, you're
I
still
rolled
up.
a crit.
So, but yeah, make another Constitution save. Still up. You.
I'm
Oh,
having
wow.
flashbacks.
I'm so very sorry. 11 points of damage.
Oh, I can take it. I'm a
And
sturdy
you
old
have
man.
a turn, sir.
I getting flashbacks from a small island and a research room. And when I heard Gothis yesterday, I will cast a dust devil onto the metal grates, which where the gases are coming from, and I want to try and centralize all the gas in one point away from my companions from 1 minute, and then we have to see to get the fuck out of there.
All right. 30 feet in any direction.
Mort.
Sucks up material and forms 10-foot radius cloud of debris around itself. So yeah, okay. You cast it. It swirls around and gathers up most of the gas around and centers it in a 10-foot area in the middle of the room where the source is. Well fucking done.
We have 1 minute.
You have 1 minute. So with that, because it counts round 10, because I forgot to reset it, so that means you have 10 rounds. Okay. That's your turn.
Yeah, I will go towards. Was there like a control panel somewhere, or?
Yeah, you would have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll go to there and investigate if I can make any sense of which button does exactly what.
Okay. Calendula gets a con save now because she's no longer in the gas and wakes up. So Calendula is up. What does she want to do?
What does she want to do? Yeah, well, I say crawl back to Dario. She can't do really much. She can't really do much.
Okay. Definitely, with the flying speed that she has, she can verily make it to you. Gord, what are you doing?
When in doubt,
Use hammer.
Use
Yes,
violence.
Use violence. Ik pak
Oké.
mijn crowbar en ik ga die steel door, denk ik. Nou, pakt de... Welke steel
Ja, maar die is helemaal los, die is helemaal vastgelast en alles, hè.
Hij is vastgelast. Maar bij de one-shot is dat ook gelukt.
Yeah,
I
no,
remember a
don't-
similar door with a one.
Uh,
25.
Ah ja,
that won't hold you back.
Dus een deur,
echt een
een
stalen
deur,
deur
een
vastgelast.
deur valt naar beneden.
That
en
was the
is vastgelegd.
joke. Yannick, that was the joke.
I
The
wasn't
joke
there
was...
for the joke.
Right, ja, oké, ja, juist.
There was a very
Yeah.
closely welded, locked shut steel door that was nearly impossible to get into and clearly not supposed to be an entryway. And we were like, what if we just try to force our way in anyway? And then we rolled really well.
Ja. And
Dat wil je eens proberen, hè.
I will also say that of which door are you using? Are you using the one you came from or another one?
Nee, we willen vooruit. Hè. Wij komen van het... Is het gewoon Noord, Oost, West, Zuid of zo?
Ja,
Ik
ik zal zeggen, je
wil
komt van het
de-
zuiden.
Ja, ik wil de westendeur open frikken.
Oké. Links.
Links.
Alright. Ja, go for it.
Met advantage voor de
With
crowbar.
advantage. If he
Are you
rolls
crowbars?
if he rolls a fucking crit, I'm going to cry. That's
80
pretty
to
fucking
59.
close. Okay. See, I don't put unrealistic goals here, right? With my DCs. So you grab it and you find purchase. This is again a steel door, but it is not well maintained. It is quite rusted. It is not stainless steel. And you start, and for a moment, this is the first time you've really exerted yourself, and you feel distant in your own body. And you don't really know how much force you're putting into it. Like, you don't have an idea how hard you're pushing. And you think you broke your crowbar. But instead, you peeled open part of the door. So you've definitely succeeded one try in breaking this thing open. It is just folding, it cracked open, it shattered almost from the rust that is there. It's not enough to go through yet, but you can like maybe put your hand out and feel around. But yeah.
Kan je zien het mechanisme waar het aan me vasthangt? Is dat een bar dat erachter zit of zo? Kan ik dat afleiden?
That'll be a roll for another turn.
Ja, oké. Ja. Oké,
Okay.
it's my turn.
Dario.
Well, I'm going to Cassius, and I'm going. Nee, Cassius heb ik al gedaan, hè. I'm going to.
Je stond over Cassius.
You cast it in on yourself last turn.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to cast it on Cassius. I'm gonna cast on one more person.
Okay.
Just in case.
And it just does that, right? It just lasts for an hour. Okay, cool.
It lasts for an hour.
Well done on picking that spell. All right, Cassius, you are suddenly actually no, you not yet. It neutralizes one poison. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you are instantly back up. Are you doing anything with your movement? You going anywhere?
I'm going towards Nolan and try and figure out the control panel to get rid of him.
Okay. With that, Cassius, you come to in this room with Dario placing a hand on your chest and casting a spell on you. You feel it course through you. You look in the center of the chamber. There is now a whirling dust storm that is like coiling around. You see all this green smog just twisting and turning. And then you see Nolan and Dario looking over this broken control panel.
All right.
Also, Gord breaking a door.
Yeah, I have a turn.
You have a turn
Yeah. Okay.
because it was occurred outside of your
Alright.
turn.
I'll go thanks to Dario, and I'll go that motherfucker. I knew there was an option. He's gonna. All right. I shout out to. I'm assuming Nolan did the swirly air thing, and I go, "How much time do we have?"
54 seconds.
Okay, because I was unconscious when he
Yep.
54 seconds. Okay. I was looking around the room earlier. Did I find any kind of markings on any of the other doors that would show us which door we want or need to go through?
Okay, I'll need your perception check for you.
A million.
All right, yeah, that's a million. Yeah, immediately. So the door you came from has a marking, says home. Then the... Okay, so let's do west first, because that's the one Gord is poking at. It says the streams. North is the dark. And east is the brownstone.
Brownstones is the one where Sud said the smoke was, or the weird stuff was coming from, right?
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna. Do I still have an action?
I will say
Or
so,
was
yeah.
Looking around. The
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then I will run towards the east door. I'll shout out east was the one we want. And then I am going to grab one of my pouches and I will put a pit next to the door so that half of it, of a 10-foot, 10 feet on each side, so that half of it is in the room with us and the other half is on the other side. So either the door slides down and we can hop over it, or the door remains and we can get under it that way.
Okay.
So
Right, that's
and I have, it's one of my pouches. I have a 10 by 10 foot hole in my pouch, or it's one of the.
Yep.
It's a square hole.
It's a square hole. I've pulled a window out of it earlier, and it's also how I pulled my horse out of my.
Out of your ass. All right.
Basically, yes.
All right. So you apply this hole to the door, or what? Or
it has to be on the ground, so I'll put
Okay.
it like against the door, so half of it is on our side
Alright.
and the other half is on the other side.
That's fucking clever. All right. See, this is always fun for me because I create encounters not knowing the solution, and it's always fun. So, okay, I will say to do this in terms of your success and how easy this is going to be in your freaking Who Framed Roger Rabbit shenanigans. I'll allow you a sleight of hand roll to see, for dexterity purposes.
Do I know how hard this is before I do it? Because then I might retroactively try to change what I do. If this would be like, this is really hard and high advanced stuff that you might not be able to pull off in one. Because I only have one
if you
slot.
want to make a hole where you just can crawl under the door, it's more about if you can push it far enough and make this happen so that you can actually get out from the other sides.
Okay, since I don't know that, I'll not do that if you'll allow me to take it back. And I'll shout at Gord, like, come get over here, it's this one. And then instead of a hole, I'll pull a portable ram out of my pouch.
Of course.
You break down doors. When doing so, you get a +4 bonus on the strength check, and if one other character helps using the ram, you get advantage on the check. So if Gord uses it and I help him, he'll get a +4 and it'll be with advantage.
Better than the crowbar.
Which would be better than the crowbar.
Yeah. Okay.
I told you, I am prepared for a lot of situations.
Yeah, man, this fucking the Batman spoof is working. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I asked for a Batman utility belt, and D&D has that item.
Yep. All right.
I also have a wooden ladder and a bunch of other stuff.
With that, I will say at the start of your turn, because everything is at the start of the turn in this one, so that's fair. Boris, make a Constitution save because nobody's bothering to get you up yet. Hi. Boris will remember this.
Oh.
Nope, you're snoring away. but no damage.
Yay! I feel so useful.
Nolan.
Yes. I was investigating the panel, but I saw
Yes.
them going to the door. Technically speaking, holding a spell is concentration, right?
Correct.
Okay, shit, would have been fun. Then I will just. I wanted to hold the spell knock, and on the right, on the moment where they ram the door, I wanted it to open. But I'm not going. I'm not going to drop the poison, so I will just investigate the control panel.
Well, I killed the entire party, but man, would it have been funny.
Yes, I would have something to tell to Greth. So I will investigate the control panel, see if it makes any sense.
Okay. Yeah, straight up investigation. Okay. Yeah. 25. Jesus Christ, guys, what the fuck are you guys rolling? This fucking rolls. I tried to make a hard challenge for like a challenge 9 fucking party, but no. Okay, so. Oh yeah, this is pretty straightforward, were it not for the fact that it was destroyed. So you have 4 levers for 4 doors, and then you have the dial which sets the intensity of whatever gases are being exuded, right? But as you try to turn the dial, or yeah, all the knobs are broken and you're trying to, and it's all blocked. So it is broken.
But something activated.
But something activated it from somewhere else, and that's what I'm getting at. You actually see I will say with 25, you can see that one of those pipes that disappears into the wall seems to be more recent. And you suspect that whatever signals are being sent are sent by either probably mechanical means. This is not magical at all. And it's been redirected somewhere else. But with a 25, I will also say that you probably think it's somewhere close by. But, so yeah, the control has been taken from
But the
somewhere
pipes,
else.
they go in a wall or in the floor? Or...
Yeah, they disappear into the floor.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, things are broken. You probably surmise that, ironically, the one that Cassius is at now could be repaired, or it can still be functional. So if you would want to open this up and try to connect or jerry-rig it or something, that would be a possibility, because that was also a potential out that I provided.
What I want to try and do, and I'm sure it's possible, I want to reverse the control of the pipe and try and pour down the poison in the pipe
Okay.
to the other side.
Okay, so suck it back down.
Yes. And maybe it goes to whoever is on the other side.
Oh, like that. You will.
Not sure if it works that way. I don't know where the pipe
No,
ends.
you could just try and reverse the gas pull, because this is an airlock, as it said, so it is actually
Okay.
something that could direct the flow, and the actually that would have been the original method, to just try and suck everything out of the room. That is a possibility. Wherever that little control room is, that's somewhere on the other side of the wall,
Okay,
of the left wall.
I'll do the first thing then.
Okay. So I need you to make a tinkering check, which is dexterity based.
Oh.
Yep. Unless you want to try some other arcane means, but it's gonna be.
No, but my highest board is 14, so I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I'll just YOLO it and roll for it.
14 is pretty good though.
As opposed to.
I'm going to roll so good. No, ability saving throw, ability check.
Yeah.
I'm fine. This is gonna be great.
10. Okay, so you've managed to pry open the panel
Mm-hmm.
and everything underneath, and you can see the little wires that come off of the dial. You've tried to reconnect whatever was there, but it's been ripped out. It has just been destroyed. And right now, you're looking at the wires, but that's as far as you get this turn.
Yep.
All right. I will say we'll be wrapping up soon. So Calendula, what's Calendula doing? Probably nothing. She's fine again.
Yeah, she's fine again.
Okay. And then it's Gord's turn.
Yeah, we'll rush to Cassius to help him with his battering ram.
Okay.
Do
So
have
I
to
guess
hold an action, or can we do it now? Or
I mean, I'm basically telling you like you're the guy who's gonna be using this battering ram. So like if you can just take it and use it at this point.
yeah, I'll take it and use it.
Since that was my action to pull it out, I'm assuming I can't be also helping him with this.
no.
this
So you
turn, like, I
can
would
what
need
you
to use
can
my-
do is say, Gord, you hold your action for Cassius to help you, and then you do it.
Yeah, maybe that's best.
I mean, we
Because
would have
that
advantage.
gives advantage.
We have
Yeah.
advantage if we two-man it.
And otherwise, it's a +4.
It's always a +4, but if you help, you also get the advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
But I mean, the advantage would be better than nothing
All
happening.
right. So Daria.
Well, yeah. I'm going to Boris. I'm gonna try and patch him up.
Okay.
All right, he's still
Yeah,
role
he's still
playing,
lying there
being
on the
unconscious.
floor, so he's not getting up on his own. So I'm gonna try and get him back to consciousness.
Okay. And how shall you do this?
Mm-hmm.
How should I do this? Well, he's not in poison anymore.
Wait up! Wait.
But I'll
Helios
wake
isn't
up.
real.
Yeah,
I just scares the fade away the shit up.
I'm gonna slap him on the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake up! Come on, man! Wake up! Come on!
All right. You get a slap, and I'll give you advantage on your next roll.
I'm not
Wow.
saying they're
Nice.
favorite party members, but I got an immediate casting of protection from poison and Boris gets a
Second
slap
level
on the
spell,
face.
eh? Second level spell, eh?
I'm not complaining. It's just it's
Yeah, he's
interesting
not
there's
the-
a
he-
difference.
If he would be in the poison, I would have cast a spell. He's not in the poison right now. I don't want to waste spell slots, so I'm gonna try another way.
All right.
Fair enough.
He already
Yes.
wasted too many.
Cassius,
Yes.
you give advantage.
Well, on my turn, I'll use my action to help Gord use the battering ram.
Good.
then
So
Gord
Gord,
makes a
make
check with-
is it athletics? Yeah, athletics check with advantage +4.
Yes.
Dat is nog niet +4 wel.
Okay, so that's another 21. So with that
This is a
as well,
different door than the previous door.
it is a different door, but similar effect. You take the battering ram, boom, and it rings throughout the entire area, but you manage to dent it. So again, one success against this door, bent it inside. Yeah.
Right.
All right,
That's
Boris, you
my
get advantage.
Turn, basically.
If you want to do anything else, then
No. This was my action, and then I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was my action. So.
Meanwhile, Boris is still on the ground.
Okay.
This happens so much. This happens so much. De eerste fucking ronde van de fight.
15 constitution, by the way. 15.
Yeah.
That's probably die.
I'm sure you would have been able to help immensely. But Nolan.
Just as
Still doing MacGyver style, repairing the control panel.
Okay. Good. Go for it. So another, I would say, sleight of hand, yeah. If that were to make any difference.
I'm going to use the 14 portent, but it's a -1 on my dexterity, so it will be 13.
Okay. I will say with that, and because we can all see where this is going, you manage to connect some of the wires, and you won't admit it to anyone, but it is rather at random. And you manage to, like, there's like a spark, and suddenly the door that Gordon are, and then you just smashed it. It like blocks halfway, but it is open.
It is.
You hear me say, dwarven mechanics, so rudimentary and simple.
I'm gonna shout, "We did it, Gord! Good job!"
Okay, so I'm guessing you guys exit the room.
Not me.
We
well,
I'm assuming
and
we
leave
grab Boris
Boris
as well.
behind. Yeah.
No, no,
Okay, I'm going to
If you
then-
don't have initiative anymore, I'm gonna cast protection from poison.
Nee, wacht, ik kan wel...
Ja.
Leon Hansen.
Leon Hansen dan.
Ja, one of
Geen
them.
spelslot. Dat is geen spelslot.
Ja,
Nee,
oké,
We
maar
don't we don't leave him behind. We toss him in the bottomless black hole and then we leave.
All right.
Of
I
een
do
Noted.
goal mee,
So for
Bye,
next
pal.
week,
Bye-bye.
yep, new character.
Black Linus comes back.
Hey, then
Yay!
you see me then you see me waving to Gord. Gord, he's not getting up. Can you do something?
Ja, ik
Something like
kom
that.
dingen dan, hè.
Dus
Gaat nu toch nog één keer, gewoon omdat het kan. Gewoon omdat het kan.
Okay. Before they reach you,
Echt? Fucking hell. Ik heb nog niks boven de 10 gerold vanavond. What the fuck is this?
Hey, we're not in combat, so lucky you.
well,
Yep.
technically, yeah, it was a little puzzle. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
No.
Well, some people did it more than others, I think.
But this is the thing. It's sometimes you gotta throw something in to test the parties to see, because last time I did something like this, horrible things happened. But I will say, in closing, you now descend into another one of these halls, in these twisting and turning of molded earth or natural engravings and carvings, and eventually you, even though the other area was called the streams, you still hear some water here as well, but also very rough ground, pebbles and mud, and sometimes you see water seeping through. Sometimes it opens up into a beautiful natural cave. You see these dripping stones, you see stalactites and stalagmites. It opens up and then it goes back into darkness, and gradually the landscape is changing. Now and again you feel a faint tremor. Dario, I need you to make a nature check for me, because you are starting to see some formations and some elements. Okay, good. The smell here seems familiar. And you look around and you just bend down, and because I'm doing this off of your passive fucking nature, because holy fuck. A mushroom grows here that you've not seen outside of your home.
Oh shit.
A passing thought. You don't think too much of it. You pass further into this expanse, and there is no hint of acrid smells anymore, no more poison. Here and there, a slight tremor. right up to the point where you turn one corner among many, and in front of you there is a bed of strange growths. To all of you, these look to be dark growths, brambles, and some faint bioluminescent light from some of the mushrooms above. Almost fairy-like, fey-like. And an immense tangle of roots that is forming the bed of this bowl almost that you arrive at. Dario, now there is no doubt. You almost see a little diorama, a little miniature version of the Nomadar marshes. Like somebody would have taken the marshes and made a bonsai version of it. Right here. A expression of skill of incredible magnitude, even for the knowing druids of the Alinada.
Hello, Anara.
What the hell happened here?
Rash is here.
I think Rash is the reason why we were locked up.
No, that the other guy did. But
Hello,
Rash was probably his customer
the client.
Yes, I mean, that's what I mean.
because he still wants the book. He went and tried to get the book but couldn't.
He was,
And now he knows we have the book.
We can fucking give him the book, but not the swords.
he was scared shitless.
No, we
mean,
can't
he
give him
wants-
the
Hey,
book.
He wants the
me
sword,
know the marshes.
He wants to
Nah.
use the book to get the
He
sword,
might want
so-
credit
yeah.
too.
but he wants a sword in the end. Not the book isn't that important.
Oh, we
There
can
is
get
a
the sword
crossroad here,
through his heart.
and in each corner it leads into gentle darkness. Except for the fact that now, suddenly, Cassius
Yeah.
and Boris and Dario, you see faint blue eyes flicker in that darkness. Every path that you could take, also behind you, you hear the slouching of earth as something is stepping forwards. You see clay men, runes on the face and the foreheads, starting to step forwards, almost silently, blocking the path forwards. Nolan,
Mm-hmm. What's about to happen?
from the wall behind you, you hear a voice. You're wearing my robe.
We haven't met yet.
Oh,
And that's what we'll pick up next time.
What?
By the way,
Okay.
I dumped the poison into the giant sinkhole.
Whose
What?
robe are you wearing?
Rashanidre.
Atun.
And that is the druid?
That
Yes,
is
that's a geomancer.
That of a brute.
I found the ropes in his grave.
It's
the
kinda the
Great
guy
fish.
who destroyed the Nomadar marshes, gave the crazy pact stone.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yes,
the guy
I'm
who made
wearing
the
his
Blackstone
robes.
and went to
And
Severnus.
and you
blah,
found his robe in his grave, and now he's here.
No,
Yeah,
we
No,
found
it's
it in
the
his...
ropes were broken and I had to spend a shit ton of money
in
to
his
Dat,
repair
prison.
Anna,
them.
ik kan pitten doen, maar een suggestie in de chat. Ik zal morgen wel zeggen of dat lukt of niet. Goed?
Okay.
Yo.
Slaap wel, ik zeg kapot.
Yo.
Bye bye.
You and yeah,
Yeah.
there was some foreshadowing
Yeah, this was bound to happen. I knew I would run into him with
The
the
guy
ropes.
who made the Martians
nu
is
niet
making
verwacht.
them again here.
Oh, but this guy
Oh, he's
is
doing something else.
off the chart. This guy is Q7 level.
Yeah, and hey, happy days, you get to meet him. So yeah, the poison was a callback to a certain encounter of a certain daughter of
Mhm.
his.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
I know.
And it was said that they made a visit to the city. It was never specified when or if they left.
And where did that?
Ja, ik had dat dood toen eens, when de opdrachtgever in de stad was aangekomen, wist ik al, oké, ja, goed is Rash.
Yeah.
The problem started when the client arrived.
I wanted to read his mind twice in the pub, but I refrained myself from doing so. Because
Yeah.
it
I
might
already
end up
used my detect
shitty.
thoughts on the guy upstairs.
Oh, well. Didn't think to meet
Yeah.
I
him.
can't believe the super shady criminal that we just met just betrayed us like that.
Well, goed.
He was genuinely looking forward to maybe working with you, but hey, you know,
Dat kan nog altijd, hè.
it's
yeah.
just
So,
business, man. It's just business.
We
Yeah,
need
we're
to
talking
prepare some
business.
serious roleplay.
So we pick a date.
We should. And with that, everyone, I'm going to turn the fucking stream off.
That seems like a smart
It's
idea.